TGIF, we got 10 seconds. We're going to go ahead and get into this thing and get this show rolling as we're going to have some fun today. Share this out if you're watching on Facebook. Call a friend. Tell them tune in. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
Why are you looking at me funny? What's going on?
I just saw, man, rocking the suit. I thought it was casual Friday today.
Dude, it's never casual whenever we're shooting a shine on Lamarck, and we are going to one of our best friends' places.
Woo.
We're shooting a shine on Lamarck at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue today, so you know I had to step it up a little bit. You know this, Curt.
See, I goofed last night, and I washed both of my jeans that I own.
Uh-oh. So you had to wear shorts.
I had to wear
that.
shorts today. Yeah.
You know, but that's like a normal person because guess what? Dude, it's been hot outside.
Yeah. It's really super hot. So how are you guys staying out of the heat today? We want to know.
Well, you know, some people are not probably. They're just embracing it or they got to work in it or maybe you're just running to your car. Like if you're, you know, whenever it's time to go inside, if you're running to the store or you have to go school supply shopping or maybe you are still getting those school clothes.
Yeah. Hey, if you are looking for school clothes,
man, you got the perfect one.
The Bonitos t-shirt. Hey, we're giving away a free lunch to 2 people with these Bonitos t-shirts. So all you have to do is like, share, and comment on this live video, and you will have that chance to win.
Maybe tell us what size shirt you wear, too, because we are very interested. If you want to check out Bonitos, you get a free buffet. And there's nothing wrong with that. We stopped in yesterday, actually, as we were shooting some footage for Shine on Lamarck, and we had to stop in and go visit Enrique. You know they have some really delicious stuff going on there. So if you want the opportunity to win a free buffet and a free T-shirt that says, I heart Bonitos Enchiladas, then this is your chance for free. So check it out. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Going back to the heat a little bit, it's triple digits today.
Kurt, are you okay today?
No, okay.
This is the roughest start of the morning that you've had maybe ever. What's going on?
Here's what happened.
Something happened last night?
Yeah, I think I got food poisoning.
Well, I asked you whenever you walked in because your hair looks real extra nice. You look like your eyes are like halfway swollen shut.
I think I got food poisoning.
Wearing shorts and a sweater.
I woke up with like this super intense pain. I called the girlfriend and I said, hey, like I'm in pain. And she goes, I am too. And we had Domino's pizza last night. Well, I shouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. We had pizza last night. And
are you telling me that Domino's food poisoned you? That's exactly what just happened right now. How are you going to name drop them like that?
I'm so sorry for name dropping. But yeah, I woke up and I was in pain and it was, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. There was something different about my morning experience today. Yes.
So did you throw up? Did anything happen?
I just had a lot of like pain. So I ended up, it was the worst decision I've ever made. I listened to the girlfriend and she said, hey, take some apple cider vinegar, mix it in water and chug it. And I did. And it was the grossest thing ever.
So what can we do to make this day better for you today?
Well, I think we need to get in some more. I see Joshua Rudolph just tuned in and get in some of those little balls and just knock me around a little bit.
Knocker ball?
Knocker ball. Knock me around a little bit.
Man, so there's a pretty cool video. I'm hoping it drops today, maybe as soon as the show's over. It is talking about Talk of Taco. And if you go to talkoftaco.com, you'll be able to learn about that. But Knocker ball. Space City Knocker Ball is coming to the Talk of Taco Cook-Off. You'll be able to learn all about it. You can go to talkoftaco.com if you want to get involved, register. Maybe you just want to come eat tacos. Either way, it's the perfect event for you.
Yeah, just don't do apple cider vinegar with water because if you chug that thing, whew, you're going to be in pain.
You know, I think you're blaming the pain on the wrong things.
The food that I ate the day before? Is that what I need to blame the pain on?
If you eat too much, you're going to be in pain. This has happened before. I remember you used to wake up like every night and you're like, oh, man, I can't sleep. Why? My stomach was hurting. I ate too much cheese. Like, it was just like ridiculous stuff that was happening. I was like, well, just don't eat that much cheese. You know, take a break from the cheese.
Well, it wasn't the cheese. I did a light cheese. There was something else. There was something weird that happened that I just didn't feel good, and then that's why coming in this morning, like literally, I think it's the apple cider vinegar. Have you guys ever done that? Have you ever done apple cider vinegar?
No, I haven't. I've had it like at the house before, but I've never like drank it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's for. I like apple cider. I like apples. Vinegar's cool, but you mix it together. I'm not just chugging it for the fun of it. If I have a stomach ache, and that's not the cure. Maybe for me. Hey, good morning if you're watching on Facebook. Good morning if you're watching on your television or you're listening on the KHEA radio app. I see Lane. Good morning from the wet and windy, cold UK. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Feel free to share this out. Guess what, Lane? I don't know if if and when you'll have the opportunity to come to Lamarck, Texas, visiting from the UK, but you could potentially win this T-shirt that we are giving away, and you'll have some Tex-Mex authentic enchiladas right here in beautiful Lamarck, Texas. I feel like once you have these enchiladas, you'll want to open a Benito's back in the UK. Can you imagine? Because I've had Mexican food, in other places.
Right.
Not in Texas, right? Up north, Midwest, East Coast. It's different. It's not Tex-Mex. Can you imagine if they took Tex-Mex to the UK? I wonder what the reaction would be. Maybe some people are so rooted in we like what we like. This is a little bit too weird. Or they're going to be like, this is amazing. Give me more.
So, one of the things that we talked about a little bit on yesterday, was it yesterday when we talked about Taco Tuesday? A little bit from Taco John's, and they're West Mex, right?
Yeah.
So what would UK be if it was West Mex and you have Tex Mex and then you have Mex? What would it be in the UK?
I don't know.
Brit X? But isn't that already something?
Brexit? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Sounds like
Brit Mex.
Kurt, we may need to relaunch this show. We may need to restart this show.
No, this is good. It's funny.
Things are turning a little bit slower than normal in here, but it's going to be a good day because it's Friday. Woo! We have a really cool show. We have some guests lined up. It's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be an interesting time. Kurt, I know there's a mac and cheese festival taking place, and we're going to be talking to 3 Acres about that because it's coming up soon. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, there are 10 o'clock guests today right here on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's 3 Acres Food Truck Park. They're putting on a Mac Attack, and it's basically who has the best mac and cheese. So tomorrow night, starting at 5 o'clock, you'll be able to go to 3 Acres Food Truck Park, check out the event. If you like cheese, this is the event for you. So we're going to be talking to them about everything that they have. I've asked them to bring in somebody who is cooking in the festival. So hopefully maybe there'll be some cheese for us to try.
Dude, you don't feel good. Your stomach was hurting last night, and you're just going to, keep piling it in?
Why not? Let's go.
Because
no pain, no gain.
No, think about your health. Think about, the quality of life and the quality of this show as it has already suffered from the decisions you made last night.
It was pizza. There's no bad. You cannot sit there and say that eating pizza is a bad decision.
I'm not. I ordered some from Power Fit Meals just now. I'm actually texting her right now. There's these chicken pita things that she makes that are stinking amazing. I dropped another spot of In the Den this morning. I know you had the opportunity to see it, and it's a little bit different.
Yes.
Because I had the chance to talk to one of the trainers and to be able to hear his story, which is cool because he's pursuing a medical background. He's going to the medical field, going to medical school, but he's also, a background in the military, training, and we got to hear some of his story. So whenever it comes to fitness, even whenever it comes to eating, pizza and vinegar, there's always a story.
Pizza and vinegar.
Whenever we can go back and capture that story, it's a lot of fun. I saw, my brother-in-law, Joshua Rudolph, he was on here earlier. I'm not sure if he's still tuned in. But
he tagged us in an Instagram video of us running into each other, and he said it's always good to run into the boys from KHEA Radio.
It is.
Do you get it?
I do. So he was talking about ordering some Power Fit meals. He was talking about doing that for a bit. I know he had been out of town, and then there was some camp and some other stuff that he had going on, but he's going to be placing that order. So I know he's stoked on it to try it out. If you want to try him out, we're talking about getting a discount code. So it would be an opportunity to try. You could use KHEA and maybe get a little bit of a benefit there. So just check them out. Power Fit Meals. Google that, and then let us know what you think so far. So, anyways, we have an exciting show. Who's our 9 o'clock guest today?
Our 9 o'clock is Amy. She's going to be talking about the Bay Area wedding professionals. So we're going to be talking a little bit about weddings today as well at 9 o'clock.
That's exciting. Our friends at Butler's Courtyard, they have a really cool venue.
Yeah, I think they're part of that organization.
Okay. So it's like the wedding professional. So that would be the people that you meet with. Or I wonder if it's like what do they call those? Like a convention where everybody just comes, like the photographers, videographers, the venues, the people who supply the clothes, get together, and it's like a one-stop shop.
They do that a lot in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to go to like wedding professionals, or they'll do like camping equipment and stuff like that, where you can go and look at different cool things, and they bring like everybody together that has similar features, and you just walk around, or car shows and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun.
The sneaker ones are neat. I've never been to one, but I really want to go. Like, I'll see pictures.
Sneakers?
Sneaker Con.
Really?
Yeah, it travels the entire United States. Maybe even they might have events over in the UK with Lane. I don't know, Lane, let us know. Have you ever heard of Sneaker Con?
No, I've never heard of Sneaker Con.
Yeah, if you are like a reseller, or maybe you just want to collect shoes, or you want to get something rare, Sneaker Con, it's like thousands and thousands of shoes that are like very hard to find that are just available, and you can be like, that's my size. It's going to be costly, but it seems like it'd be fun if you're into that.
Man, yesterday, okay, I have to get into this a little bit, and I'm sorry if I cross the line here. But yesterday you were looking at shirts for Brooks Brothers, right? T-shirts or button-up shirts. I guess you wouldn't call those T-shirts. Nice dress shirts, right?
Do you have a shirt on under that, by the way?
Yes. There's
okay,
a shirt
just
on.
curious.
It's a polo. It's a polo. It's there. Anyways, I was just saying, like, it was $90.
It was $92 for a shirt.
I don't think I've ever spent that on anything in my life. Like $92.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
We can tell.
So sneakers definitely would have to watch. I don't think I've ever spent more than like maybe $30-$40 on a pair of sneakers.
On a pair of sneakers? This is no joke, and I don't know if this is bad to say, but I've spent like $700 on a pair of sneakers. And then like a pair of shoes, the most I've ever spent on a pair of shoes, and I probably shouldn't be talking about this either, is $1,200. I've paid $1,200 for a pair of shoes.
No way.
I promise.
How?
Why would I lie about that?
Okay.
Because I wanted them.
So somebody got me a birthday present one time, and they bought me shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I made them take it back.
Because it was too much, or what?
It was like a $125 pair of shoes, and I'm like, no. I'm going to wear these for a week, and they're going to be ruined.
Well, you don't take care of your stuff.
You know what? It's not about taking care of your stuff. It's shoes. You walk around outside, and they get ruined.
If you don't take care of them.
No.
Yeah, you don't take care of your stuff.
Yes, I do take care of my stuff.
Okay.
But shoes are one of those things that I don't want to spend more than like $30-$40 because, yeah, they're going to, like these, right? Like I spent $30 on these, right? Mm-hmm. And they've lasted. But when you look at them, they don't look brand new because shoes get worn out. When you wear a shoe, it gets worn out.
That's true.
Yeah. So why would you spend $100? It's what's the other?
Because I sell shoes.
I know you like shoes.
Why would I encourage people like don't buy shoes? So if y'all didn't know, I have a brand. It's called Del Tigre,
right.
And it's we make shoes. So it's easy to encourage people to buy shoes.
Those aren't sneakers.
Yeah.
Those are dress shoes. They're a little different.
No, it's not. It's a shoe. You're going to like dude, you're tripping here a little bit.
Sneakers to me
Anyways,
are like
go to deltigre.com. Go to deltigre.co and check that out. And don't listen to Kurt whenever he says don't buy my shoes.
Go buy Gardy shoes. They're dress shoes. They're different than like a pair of. These are straight up like Nike, and there was nothing special about them. They were just black and white. And I was like, $125 for that?
Yeah.
Man, you got to be better with your money a little bit.
There's Eldridge. Hey, you know what? I also have shoes that are, that I bought at like Vans. Vans you can get for like $30. I also go check out I love going to Marshalls and places like Ross because you can find cool shoes that maybe have like a little mark on them or maybe they don't have anything wrong with them. You can buy them for like $25. So, I don't know. I've always loved shoes ever since I was a little kid, so I don't mind. And now that I have, money that I work for, I can spend it on whatever I choose.
Yeah, you can. If people want to spend it on, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying for me.
Oh, thank goodness! I was so worried. I was worried there for a bit.
You were so worried that I was telling you what to do with your money. No, that's where I stand on shoes and sneakers.
And I'm not allowed to buy a shirt. I'm not allowed to buy a shirt.
No,
either.
you can't. I just was like, yeah, that's all I was saying. Like, it's just a different mentality, I think, for like dressing nice versus what I dress. and apparently I
You can
show
dress
up.
nice on any budget, really.
Yeah, you can. Cause
You know,
can
if you
go,
take care of your stuff and take care of yourself, maybe comb your hair, shave. Like, there's all kinds of things you can do.
My hair is combed. It's just it's stinking long. I need to get it cut. Like, it's so hard to style this, and I'm scared to get it cut now because yesterday we shot a video, right?
Yeah.
And I could see this little bald spot showing up. Like, and it was bad. It was a bad bald spot, and I don't want to shave it ever again because if I don't shave, then there's hair here always, right?
I don't think it works that way. It's going to fall out either way.
Dang!
You know, all you can do is pray for hair like Eldridge. Because first, his hair is so thick. His hair is rocking. It's just naturally started changing colors, and it looks awesome. I'm glad he's here.
Eldridge, welcome.
We thought you went to Schlitterbahn. We called Ethan, and he was like, I'm on my way to Schlitterbahn. And we're like, oh, rats. I bet that, maybe Eldridge went to Schlitterbahn, but we're glad you're here. Thank you for being faithful to us. KHEA, we appreciate you. Yeah, so right now it's 8:55. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. I don't know, Curt, is there anything else you want to bash before we get into the 9 o'clock hour that I do?
No, I wasn't bashing you. Let's see.
Except for just my choices. You know, it's
just your choices in life.
I'm not disappointed in you. It's the choices you make.
I'm disappointed in everything else.
I didn't say that you were stupid. I said what you did was stupid, you know.
Wow.
So is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
No. How's the Power Punch?
It's delicious. It's not even red.
It's the punch. There's red food dye in it.
There's no red dye in there. It's actually clear.
I'm so scared to try it.
Well, then don't.
Based on my punch experience.
Yeah, if you don't have to. No one's gonna force you to drink a drink you don't want. The drama yesterday. It's gonna be one of those days. You try and spread some positivity, and then you just get attacked. But you know what? Just gotta brush off the haters, brush off the people that are bashing your drink choice even in the morning. But we're gonna go ahead and take a break on the FM. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Coming up next, we have some Pat Barrett. Song's called "Build My Life." Hey, what's up, guys? Anybody else got anything for me?
Gardy's like, where's my bat? I hid your bat.
My bat's over there. I know exactly where it is.
Good. I hid it. I was like, oh, I'll put it over here.
Yeah. Yep. What's up, Barbara? Shout out 3 Acres. Y'all going to be in studio. I will say this. Kurt's on one today. He's already kind of prefaced, like, they better bring in food whenever somebody from the Mac Attack Festival at 3 Acres comes. So I don't know if it's too late, but maybe y'all can go buy one of those craft like warm-ups if nobody has food prepared. Yeah. Just like pour some water and powder, put it in the microwave. It takes like 90 seconds. Trust me.
That should be Eldridge's punishment for having to, be 30 minutes late.
Did you do more dye in your hair? No? Okay.
It just looks really good in the light.
It looks good. That's what it is. I think the light in here is like hitting it just right, and you kind of have it combed over, but it looks good, man.
So Berna just said, can't believe there's a restaurant in this area that I haven't been to. So she hasn't been to Benito's or seen, maybe you've seen the videos for Benito's.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to, it's going to be a good restaurant. They have a buffet, a lunch buffet that you should check out.
Yeah, check them out. And you have the opportunity to check them out for free. Just share this video. So that means a lot of people are going to see all of that beautiful start to the show this morning. And that's exciting.
Listen, I couldn't help it. It just was like, I think it was
I didn't even buy the shirt. I was looking, I was like, oh, I really like these shirts. They fit so good, and I like the color. And then you bring that up.
That's why I didn't say you bought it, but I was like, man, who's going to, like, people sell those things. Like, people sell shirts like that for ridiculous amounts of money, you know?
Well, you say ridiculous amounts of money, but, being someone who owns a business, I find it hard to, and I'm not going to say bash, I'm going to find it hard to judge somebody else for the price that they decide to charge for their item. I see a lot of people who make shirts. I think a Furniture Zone, her sister Jessica, Stephanie's sister Jessica has a t-shirt company. And she's put out this stuff a couple times saying, hey guys, please make sure that you pay in full before because I've been burnt too many times, try and haggle me on my price. And, being someone who has a business, it's something that happens often, like, hey, can you just kind of like weasel me in? Oh, give me a discount and all that stuff. So I mean, it happens. So I try not to like judge anybody for like the price that they sell their stuff for, because there's a story behind it. People put in a lot of work, and you know that it is what it is. You know, so
I've been there too. I guess is if you want to like.
If somebody's asking to record a video and they say like, "Hey, come on, man, let me give you like $20," and it's like, well, you know, that's actually not close, but maybe we can do something for that. So it's the same thing, you know. And you're like, "Hey, Brooks Brothers going to charge $90 for a T-shirt," but they've been around since like the 1800s and have, you know, established a brand and I don't know, like a quality that they're known for, and like the fit. It's a whole thing. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get that the from a business perspective, I guess, but it's hard like to be like, okay, let me spend.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy anything.
No one is.
You sure?
So yeah, that's all I was saying.
I got you. Kind of. So yeah, that's really funny that someone mentioned, hey, a restaurant I haven't been to, I better check them out. You know, speaking of Mexican food, Kurt, can you share a little bit about our taco cook-off?
Yeah, it's taking place October 12th right here in the great city of Lamarck. It's going to be taking place October 12th, talkoftaco.com.
Mm-hmm.
So go and register, get your cook-off team, get your sponsors and everything else.
Yeah, Land and Sea, they're going to be providing the power. So if you need power, you need electricity, hey, I have stuff I need to plug in so I can make my tacos. That's all taken care of due to Land and Sea. Hey, are you texting our guest?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Yeah, that's Amy. We're going to be talking about the wedding, like, coalition. What's it called?
The Bay Area Wedding Professionals is what I have in there. Yeah, they have their second annual bridal and fashion show taking place.
Sweet. Hey, I saw that Amber with Butler's Courtyard said, hey, we're some of the founding members of that organization. So I saw Amy. Was she messaging or emailing us?
Yeah,
about that event. Yeah, I remember seeing some stuff in the messages that I think you had replied to. So I'm excited to get into that. You know, whenever it comes to getting married, most people see that as one of the days of your life that you'll remember forever. So it's pretty important to pick the right vendors, and it's pretty important to pick the right person. First of all, what's the most important part of getting married, in your opinion?
The right person?
The right person. And then what's the second?
The right... I don't know. I guess the right venue?
No, I would say the right time. You know, if you're getting married, depending on where you are at in life, and...
No, I don't think... The right time, I don't think really matters.
It does.
As much.
To me, I think.
Because I feel like there are people who get married at age 18. And
I'm not talking about ages. I'm talking about, like, in your life, like where you're at in your career. Can you pay for a wedding? Or, and it doesn't have to be expensive, but it can be,
Yeah, I guess. But for me, I guess timing, I've never really thought about that. Just because it's more about, are you making the right decision? There they are. Awesome.
Sweet. We're going to bring him in. We're going to be talking and learning about everything the Bay Area wedding professionals have going on. Shout out to our partners at Butler's Courtyard. They had an event the other day. It was an active shooter event at the venue, and I know they're going to be having another one right now. There's been some events that have taken place, in our country that are ridiculous, and thank you, Butler's Courtyard, for hosting an event like that. And I know there's going to be another one in the future, so we're going to be able to share when that is going on, so you can make plans to get there, because it's always right to be prepared. Again, it's 9:03. Thank you, Butler's Courtyard, for partnering with us. And I'm going to read some of these comments that Amber put. She was like, hey, wedding professionals in the house, super important. Ding, ding, ding. Amber said the venue is important. She said the right person is important for your marriage. That's different than what's important for your wedding. I feel like that's the most important. The whole thing is like who you're marrying. Like, yeah, the wedding's perfect, but it's like I married the wrong person, so I have a miserable life. It's two different things, is what she says. I guess so. I'm not a wedding professional, so Amber's the expert. And then we have some more wedding professionals coming in, so they'll be able to share all their knowledge with us, and we'll just be able to soak it up. Thankfully, I am married. I love my wife. We've been married for 5 years, and it's been awesome. It's been a learning experience. One of the things that I have learned about being married is that compromise is key. I'm not I'm not too, let me think of the right way to say this. I'm very quick to say I'm sorry and that I was wrong. Even like if I see things differently, it's important to do that and just say, hey, I'm sorry, and then just go from there. That's probably the most important piece of advice that I could ever give anybody who's in a relationship. And I'm by no means an expert. I'm still learning, but we got 2 kids, been married 5 years. God is good, life is good, and it's fun, whenever you find the right person, you get to do life with them. But yeah, planning a wedding was easy for me because my wife did it all. I just had to show up and just put on the clothes they told me to. But yeah, it was a lot, man. Yeah, getting married is like, it was a little bit even stressful, like just showing up, not showing up like it was stressful to do that, but being like a spotlight, like everyone was looking at, my wife, and I guess they were looking at me too, but I didn't like that. Like that's the center of attention, kinda, and I was like, can't we just like go somewhere like Las Vegas? That's what my parents did. My parents went and got married in Las Vegas. I was like, can't we just go do that instead? I think like that would be a lot better because then not everybody always staring at us, watching us. And she was like, no, I don't want to, because she's been dreaming about that moment, getting married for years, And for me, it didn't really cross. It crossed my mind to get married, but not thinking about what am I going to wear? Who's going to be the honor people, or I don't know, like the what are they called? I guess there's the bridegrooms and there's like the I don't know who's going to be in the wedding party, whatever. So we had our ceremony at Abundant Life, and then after we went to Olympia Grill on the pier, which I love Olympia Grill, and I'm really bummed, what happened. And I don't know any of the details. We touched on this the other day, but yeah, they ended up closing, and that's where we had our reception there, and it was great. It was a great spot. I love living in the area that we do because there's so much that is offered, and I know whenever it comes to getting married, you can have different venues that offer different things. Like you can even get like a country feel, or you can get like a classic feel. You can get married in Galveston. You can like take photos over by the beach. There's all kinds of stuff. KHEA is really cool. It's a really cool spot that we're very fortunate to live in, and it has a little bit of everything. So the Bay Area Wedding Professionals, we're going to find out everything that's going on. I wonder if they call themselves BOP. BAWP, BOP. I would. Kurt's out there chit-chatting, shooting the breeze. I think he's planning his own wedding out there. He might have it all together and be like, okay, guys, the interview's over. Y'all can go ahead and leave. And thank you. Yeah. Hey, Lane said, I wore a kilt for my wedding. That's what's up. So, Lane, he's watching from the UK. He said, I got married in Perth in Scotland, which is just near the Highlands of Scotland, and we got married here because the wedding pictures were and the views were stunning. That's what's up. So I had the opportunity to go to Scotland, and I did see a wedding that took place. This was back in 2004. So there was like the water, and they wore kilts as well. So I think that's really, really cool, man. And it was beautiful. Scotland was beautiful. There was castles, all kinds of really cool stuff. But man, I'm sure that was a moment that y'all will remember forever, getting married in Scotland. And we're going to find out if the Bay Area Wedding Professionals can maybe even set up a wedding for whoever.
In Scotland?
In Scotland, let's go.
That would be a fun... See, we've talked about this before when we went on a cruise, right?
Yeah.
And when we went on the cruise, there was a wedding party taking place. They were getting married on the cruise. Mm-hmm. And this was in Galveston. And we're like, hey, that's kind of cool because you can show up, have your wedding, kick all of your guests off, and then go and have your honeymoon.
Don't have to clean up.
You don't have to clean up.
Best part, you don't have to cook.
You don't have to stick around for the reception and have to talk and shake everybody's hands. Great idea. No? Yeah. Destination weddings are the best.
I'll photograph them.
Ooh.
I'm a photographer. I'm down. Let's do it.
On a cruise?
Anywhere. Can I stay, though?
Yes. Yeah, you'd have to, because then you have to document the entire honeymoon.
Exactly. Well, not the whole honeymoon.
Baby. Hey, can y'all introduce yourselves? What's y'all's names?
I'm Amy Doherty.
Amy, okay. And then what's your name?
Christy Allen.
Christy. Okay, so you're a photographer?
I am, yes.
Awesome. And I'm guessing you do weddings, of course.
Yes, primarily. We do a little.
And then you do some other stuff as well?
Yeah, little of everything. We just focus on weddings. So it's my husband and I. We're his and hers photo, and we're the his and hers, and we're primarily wedding photos, but a little everything.
That's cool. Yeah. Amy, what do you do?
I am a caterer.
You do food?
Yes, I do.
That's what's up.
Delicious food.
Kurt's eyes.
Did you bring food?
I did not.
Fail.
We were talking about the Talk of Taco cook-off that's taking place October 12th. Go check out talkoftaco.com to get registered. She was like, you guys had that event, right? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, I'm doing that event. I've registered.
No, but I'm on.
There you go.
Love a challenge.
Woo! She was already talking. I don't know. We know Little Sal's Tacos, right? In KHEA, Texas. We've been there. We've had their delicious tacos. Mm-hmm. She was like, that's my goal. I'm going to beat him. My tacos, right?
There's a bigger goal.
What's that?
Bigger goal would to be Mary Bass.
Ooh.
She knows that.
There is cash prizes. There are trophies. So, you could walk by Chef Mary Bass when you win and be like, this coveted taco trophy.
You could photograph that, Christy.
I don't know that I want to be in that one. I don't want to be in the middle of that one.
So can you all share the Bay Area wedding professionals? When did this start and who's all involved with it?
Bay Area Wedding Professionals is a group of wedding vendors that we get together once a month to network. We started about 14 years ago.
I think 14 or 15.
15 years ago. A very small group of people. Butler's Courtyard was one of the founding people in the group. And there, I think they said they had about 10 people that started the group. And now we are flying high. I don't know what our membership.
I think we've got about 70 members right now. And then we have people who come every month that just haven't joined the membership. I mean, you don't have to join. You should, but you don't have to.
So there's a monthly get-together or a meeting, or what does that look like? What's the format of that?
We get together to network. We have a board of about 7 that conducts the meeting. We introduce new members, encourage new members. Our meetings are at a different location every month. So we are at different venues throughout the Bay Area every month.
Okay, and then there is a huge bridal show, and we're going to go on the FM right now because we got 7 seconds, and then we can talk about that. We'll get y'all reintroduced. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It is Friday, 9:12 a.m. We're excited. We're going to be talking a little bit about weddings.
Yes, a lot of weddings.
And then we're doing a giveaway this morning as well.
Yeah, so if you're just tuning in and you have never heard of Benito's International Restaurant, it's located in Lamarck, Texas, you have a chance to win some T-shirts. You have some chance to win some lunches. We're giving these away today, so all you have to do is like, share, comment on this video, and you have that chance. We'll have one winner. I think they get 2 T-shirts and a free lunch.
All right, so that's that enchilada buffet, and I'm going to say it's pretty famous. It's a famous buffet, and if you know about it and you've been before, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, you need to go check it out when you have the chance. We had dropped a shine on Lamarck like in January.
Yes.
And it did great.
Yeah, it had like 20,000 views on it just from our page, which was awesome.
And then it redropped again on I-45 now like a month ago, and it broke like 80 or 90,000 views, but they've been around for a long time.
50 years, and they have that lunch buffet. So check them out. If you do want to enter to win, you have that chance to do so. Like, share, and comment.
Yeah. So we have some guests in studio. I'm going to let y'all reintroduce yourselves and then share with everybody what y'all have going on.
I'm Amy Doherty with Robinette and Company Caterers.
And I'm Christy Allen with His and Hers Photo.
So we got photography, and then we got food. Those things are very important. And sometimes they're related. I feel like food photography is one of the things that people enjoy a lot. I love looking at food. I love looking at video of food, but I like eating food. But I would like to look at it. If I can't eat it, I'd rather just look at it.
Yeah.
Robinette, I've seen and I've eaten y'all's food before. I think the last time I had some food that y'all did was at a gala for Lighthouse Christian charities or ministries. It was awesome. It was my first time to be at a gala.
That was the night with the headphones.
Yes.
Silent
dancing.
Silent dancing.
You were there?
I was
That
the
was
caterer.
Robinette.
That was me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, that was a night I don't think I will ever forget at Lone Star Flight Museum.
It was fantastic.
That experience was just over the top, just from the food, which was amazing.
I went back for thirds in my head just now.
and then like just the disco dancing and the fact that I wasted some guy's $20. It was awesome.
He was playing a game. And the MC of the event was
He's like,
hey.
I got $20 cash. Who doesn't have cash? And I was like,
Kurt's
me,
like the only person to raise his hand, and I'm just like, oh
Who
my
brings?
gosh.
I didn't know it was.
So
I just thought I was showing up to eat the food and dance. I didn't know I was like actually like having to like give money or anything. Otherwise, I would have brought cash.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it happens. It was a cool
lost
event
it,
though.
Like,
Thank
instantly.
you. It was a great night. It really was.
What kind of events do y'all cater? Obviously weddings, but y'all do a whole bunch. I mean, that gala, y'all knocked it out the park.
Yes. We do just about anything.
Do y'all work with Butler's Courtyard?
We do. We are one of their caterers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They're pretty specific, I guess, on people that they work with, like approved vendors when it comes to food.
Correct. Yes.
So,
When it comes to everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
yeah. So you do wedding photography, his and hers, you and your husband. How long and how did y'all get into photography?
Well, we were actually both wedding photographers and photographers in general prior to meeting, but we both shoot Canon, so we were able to get married. And so we just decided to go into it together once we got married. Our wedding photographer inspired my husband to finally just go gung-ho wedding. So
What made it so easy, like sharing lenses and just like gear?
yeah. Well, I mean, Nikon, Canon, like
Sure.
they don't share. So yeah, we both shot Canon. Our gear actually lined up perfectly. I had the stuff for details. He had the stuff for wide angle, and just worked out nicely.
Aw.
I know.
Gardy and
It's romantic.
Gardy and I shoot on different cameras, and it's kind of frustrating.
It's very.
We clash. He shoots on Sony, I shoot on Canon, and it's just always constantly.
No,
like, my
it's
Sony's better.
rough, right? But yeah, we were able to get married because it worked out well.
What kind of Canon do you have? I'm sorry, I'm a photographer.
He's
slash
gonna
filmer.
laugh if he's listening. Well, he's listening. He's gonna laugh because he's the techie, geeky person, and I'm like the one with the vision. But it's a Canon Mark IIs. We're about to be upgrading everything.
Ooh.
Awesome.
After this year, we're pretty pumped.
So this will shock you because we've talked about this before. So we shoot everything on a Canon T3.
That's actually not unheard of. For weddings, not fabulous, but it's actually not unheard of.
Our entire "This Is the Mark" video that was everyone was like, oh my gosh, we've never seen a video like this, was a Canon T3i.
If you know your stuff, I mean, it's not. Yeah.
We did use my DJI Osmo Pocket for some shots.
Like one or two, and then the drone shots, obviously, but
Yeah.
the other stuff was all shot.
Yeah. Whenever it comes to gear, is it tempting just to upgrade? Me and Kurt were talking about this the other day. You know, shooting photography, gear's important, but it's not everything. Like you say, there's a vision.
Yes.
There's so much stuff that goes in there. And there's new stuff that comes out all the time. Like, whenever that's your profession, 100%, is it difficult not to just upgrade, like, anytime something new comes out?
You usually want to skip one or two generations because it comes out so frequently now. It's always really fun when there's, like, the contest going between, like, Nikon, Sony, Canon. Like, it usually, like, once every 6 to 9 months, new stuff comes out. Honestly, we prefer to upgrade some lenses, but some of the other stuff, some of the other modifications, like your flashes and stuff like that, that's more like what we're going to upgrade more frequently.
Yeah.
As the camera bodies are just
Sure.
a little high dollar.
Have you seen the Sony A7R4? That's like 62 megapixels.
We just don't need, nobody needs to be that all up in your stuff. No.
Gardy's like, I'm getting that. When it comes out, I'm getting it. I'm like, dude.
I already pre-ordered. No, I'm waiting for the A7S III to come out, which there's like rumors, like it's been like 4 years or something ridiculous like that. It's like, where is it?
Yeah.
We want it now.
Well, they're building the hype.
I guess so.
They're in the long game.
Mm-hmm. The long con, maybe, and I'm going to wait like another 2 years, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but man. So there's a Bay Area bridal show, and this is an event that took place last year for the first time?
Yes.
It did.
So when is it?
It is Sunday, September 29th.
And what can you expect? So I didn't have the opportunity to go to the first one. If I walk in there, let's say, I'm getting married, or I just want to, I want to learn about my wedding in the future, which I'm already married, but what can I expect when I walk in?
You can expect to see all the vendors will be part of Bay Area Wedding Professionals. So you will see photographers, caterers, venues, florists, bakeries. I mean, you'll see it all.
So-
and they are all selected because they are all have to be a part of area wedding professionals.
Okay. So if you have zero, plans already set in stone, but you're getting married, maybe you're engaged, this is the perfect opportunity to just get everything knocked out. One trip.
Correct.
Wow.
Yep.
Is there going to be multiples? Like, his and hers is going to be there, but there will be other photographers so you can meet and find the right fit.
Absolutely. It's not one of those like you get what you get when you go. There's about 50 vendors, 45, I believe, vendors that'll be showing there. And of course, there's going to be multiple photographers, multiple caterers, lots of venues, a little bit of everything. So you can truly plan from start to finish when you're there.
And I'm going to ask this question to both of y'all. Whenever it comes to finding the right vendor, finding the right caterer, finding the right photographer, how important is fit? Is there ever a time whenever you're like, maybe this isn't going to work, but hey, I have these people who would be able to meet your needs in a better way? Is that something that happens?
It does. I'm pretty flexible, so it hasn't happened that often. But there's people that want things that don't meet. I have high standards, and there's things that I'm just like, that won't work. Usually I can suggest something else. Like if you want fried French fries at midnight at your wedding, I'm not going to do that. But maybe we could suggest something else. Maybe what's your reason for doing that? We can kind of change the game a little bit. Yeah.
What about for photography? Is fit important?
It is massively important. It's actually probably the number one. There's obviously style, different photographic styles, of course, but if you don't get along with your photographer, we're typically with someone for 8 to 12 hours during the day. If you don't like that person, you probably don't want them in there for your intimate moments. I mean, we're the ones who are there when you're getting dressed. We're there when you're doing your first look. If you don't fit to you, a little bit of issues, little emotional moments, you're there. So if you don't fit with that person, it's not comfortable, and you don't jive, like...
How do you deal with groomzillas? Because if it's my way,
they
it's
are
my
there.
way.
They are there. I'm going to say that.
Really?
They are
They
there.
are.
They are.
Yeah, there's
I'm going to be a
it's been
groomzilla.
there.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, get me from this angle. Like he's gonna be like straight up modeling. Whenever you are doing photography for a wedding, are you trying to be a fly on the wall, or are there moments where you're like, hey, I need you to pose or do that again, do that again, do that again?
It depends on your style. There's some who are a lot more documentary style, where you are the fly on the wall. There's others who are a lot more directorial, and I mean that's just, again, when you're meeting with photographers and kind of vetting your vendor. Yeah, I mean, that's where you want to look at it. You want to really look at their work. We personally are more fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Me more so than my husband. He's a little bit more directorial, but he's the one who I let take lead. I said that wisely. I let him take lead during a lot of the situations, and he's a lot more guiding and stuff like that. I more get the documenting the day and all that kind of stuff.
Teams like this of husband and wife, we've seen it a couple times before. Is that pretty common?
I think it is. I don't think it used to be, but I do think
all the Canon people and Sony people and Nikon people just ended up running into each other.
Yeah,
this works
right? No, I do think it's more husband. I think in that case, like, we were two lead photographers on our own, and then we came together. I think a lot of times it's more, it happens organically. Like one spouse or the other is like, hey, I'm really into this. You should come along. I think that's the way it is a lot of times. But for us, it was actually, we were just two lead photographers.
Whenever we got married, it was Sean Menery Photography. He's out of Dallas, and it was him and his wife. They were a team, and there was a little bit of both as far as, like, let me get the natural of y'all getting ready, and then there was an opportunity for it's like, okay, can y'all pose and do this stuff? And so I thought it was a good amount of both, and helping someone feel comfortable, which I wasn't, like, standing in front of the camera, just, like,
that's the
Talladega
typical,
Nights.
the groomzilla over there, not the typical, but yeah.
How do you get someone to loosen up to be okay in front of the camera?
Honestly, we throw in an engagement session with every one of our wedding packages, and that's how we're able to get it. We build the rapport beforehand so that we can slide into it on the day of.
Okay. Amy, can you share a bit about Robinette? Like, when did y'all start? Why food, and what was the dream?
Robinette has been around for over 40 years. So it was started a long time ago, kind of on a whim, but I joined the team about 14 years ago, and have been going since then. So I love, love, love food. I love to network. I love to do as much business as we can. So we cater all over the Bay Area, Galveston, Houston, all over. And then we have a storefront. You guys should come see us sometime. We have a storefront that we do dinners to go every night. Mm-hmm. So Monday through Friday, we do dinners to go. We also have a little boutique in there of kitchen stuff. But dinners to go, which we call Dish and Dash, is a hot item right now. So
cool.
Just incorporated low carb, low sugar meals that are very, very popular. Christy's kiddos love chicken and dumplings.
I do too.
I think everyone loves your chicken and dumplings. They are phenomenal.
Chicken and dumplings.
So, yeah, we'd love to have you guys at the shop.
We'd love to come check it out. Amber with Butler's Courtyard said, Robinette catered my parents' wedding. She thinks about 38 years ago.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you joined the team at Robinette 14 years ago.
Yes.
Did you have a passion for cooking before, or was that your...
Oh, no, always.
So where did that come from? Like, when did you start cooking?
As a child, I've always loved cooking.
And what were you making?
As a child?
Yeah.
Whatever I could. I love, probably my favorite thing to cook is soups. I love to cook soups, but definitely I'm the cook in the family. I have 2 sisters. Whenever we all get together, I offer up the cooking. So love it. Love it. It's social time to me.
Is Thanksgiving like the time to shine, like in your family?
Time to shine for me is not the holidays because we are so busy. So, yeah, if anybody wants to offer to cook me Thanksgiving dinner, I'm like, I'm game.
You're busy cooking for everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. When my mom says, you don't have to bring anything, I'm like,
Thank
great.
you.
Yes. Pour a glass of wine and we're good.
Yeah. So you grew up, cooking, had a passion for it. And then was Robinette like your first job in cooking, or were you doing catering on your own?
I did a little bit on my own before then. I just, like I said, just touched base with it, did a couple of little events. But when that door opened, I ran through it. Mm-hmm. So, and I was just kind of taken off with it.
What's the craziest wedding that you've ever done, like food-wise?
Food? Usually they're not. The food is not too crazy. It's what I see from behind the scenes, because you have to understand, I'm really behind the scenes. I'm not there. The caterer's not standing in the middle of the floor. So what I see from the backside is very interesting, because I'm there until the guests depart.
Taking all the, because whenever it comes to like serving, I think y'all bring a team, or you can bring a team, or what you serve it out of and everything.
We are full staff, full catering, chauffeurs, linens, all of it, bartenders, glassware, all of it. From beginning to end. Lighthouse Caring Ministry at Lone Star Flight Museum, we brought everything in, including the water.
Wow.
They don't have water to drink. They don't have an ice machine. So people don't think about that.
Yeah.
You don't think about, oh, look, there's the caterer. And I'm like, yeah, I've been here since 8 o'clock this morning, lugging in ice and water for 400, iced tea for 400.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but I love it.
And then you're there till the end to clean it all up and take it away.
Yep.
I will say at my wedding, since I'm gonna be the groomzilla, there better be a cheese fountain. That's all I'm saying.
A cheese fountain.
Has there ever been a request for that?
No.
Cheese fountain?
Yeah.
Really? You
so
have
then
it?
you can.
No, I've done it.
Oh my gosh, like 50% of our weddings have a cheese fountain.
Really?
Yeah, either cheese or chocolate. It's
I
one
would
of
say
the
chocolate.
Yeah,
for
but we
sure.
get cheese. Yeah.
Cheese? You get a taco, and then you can stick it in the fountain and then eat it.
It's typically chips, but taco works
I'm like
too.
that taco meat chunks and just stops up the
He'd
fountain.
be like dipping his cup, just dipping his cup in and just taking a little swig.
Little cheese martini.
The perfect wedding.
The perfect wedding.
Yeah.
So you mentioned
That'd
400
be the name
people
of mine.
at the Lone Star, Museum. What's the biggest event that y'all are, I guess, prepared to take care of, or y'all have done, like the most amount of people?
I would say between 1,500 and 2,000. A couple years ago, when there was a accident off the Texas City Dike with a barge hitting a boat, the company that was responsible for that hired us to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 1,500 people.
Wow.
So we were busting it every day for about 2 weeks.
So 1,500 to 2,000 people, and then if you want to, you can come pick up a meal for one.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So y'all are prepared for a lot.
We are prepared for a lot, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. So, whenever it comes to shooting weddings with cameras and everything, I guess, gear is important. the people are important, and them picking you is probably the most important thing. But do you do any? I'm trying to think of the right way to say this, but like destinations, like how far can you travel? Do people like reach out to you from all over, or you stick in this area?
Well, I mean, we do primarily work in the greater Houston area, just because that's a niche market. But we've gone to Destin. I really wanted to go to my cousin's getting married in Iceland, but they're keeping it small. But gamers travel. You just pack it up in a Pelican case and you're good to go.
Wow.
Yeah. Catering's a little different.
Yeah, catering you can't take a whole bunch
travel
of
with
food.
the ice.
Yeah. I was thinking of this the other day, going back a little bit to the Talk of Taco Cook-Off. I emailed Tacos My Way, and I was like, hey, you should come and cook, and come have a cook-off team. And they're like, do you have a kitchen? And we're like, no, it's a cook-off, you're outside. And they go, well, we don't have that kind of equipment, to do that. And I was like, oh, yeah, like people who come to this event, they're going to have to bring their own like griddles and everything like that. And some of them may not have it. And
some of them may not be used to it. There's a big difference in going off site and preparing to be at an event for a couple hours or all day.
Right. So that's what I was thinking. Like, as a caterer, you can't just show up. You have to be able to take your stuff with you. And so traveling a long distance with that can be hard.
What do y'all use to get there? Because, like, if you're feeding 1,500 people, is there, like, a tour bus full of food?
Yeah. No, we have 4 vans. So usually if it's that many people, you go early in the morning, start setting up the dinnerware, all that stuff, and the food arrives later. Yesterday I had an event at Lee College, and we had 2 vans going down the road, and one van had a blowout on a tire, tire shredded, smokes everywhere. I got a phone call from the girls. They had a blowout, but my guys in the kitchen went in another van and transferred everything over. So we just made it happen. Everybody at Lee College for the President's Circle was fed, so we were good.
So one of the things, let's go back to the Bay Area Bridal Show for a little bit. They do this all throughout the country, because I've seen this, in Nebraska. I've seen this in Vermont. It's an opportunity for people who are getting married, which every year there's thousands of people in an area that get married, plus, and so this gives them that opportunity to kind of see. But I want to know, what is the ultimate wedding shower giveaway?
You want me? I'll go into that. So every vendor that is participating at the show will be bringing a gift that you would give a couple getting married. So it could be, blender, toaster, towels. Gift cards. There was a Keurig last year, but all 45 plus vendors bring something. So one person will win all of that. So it's basically like a wedding shower. You just get all the goodies.
What's the most given gift? I mean, y'all go to a lot of weddings, I'm sure, and y'all probably aren't paying attention to the gifts, but I'm sure there's like one thing. It's like everybody brings a blender or a toaster.
I would say it's gift cards.
It's wrapped, but yeah, it's typically just a lot of cards. So you know that in that card is probably a gift card.
Yeah.
Or something.
Back
TV.
to the
I want a TV.
You're gonna register for some like crazy stuff. Video games.
Your camera, the camera you want.
Man, I'm looking forward to being able to use the little zappers and just zap everything in the store and be like, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that.
That would be where the groomzilla comes. That's the one thing that the dudes tend to get into the most is the registry.
Yeah, because if you don't zap it, then you can't get it. But if you zap it, there's a chance that you could get it, right?
So are you engaged?
No, not yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
Soon.
Okay.
Soon.
Good.
For sure soon.
Give you my card when I leave here.
Yes, please. I was like, I've already maybe texted Naola and said, hey, we need to go to this on September 29th.
Yeah, well, I was going to tell you. So we have another big surprise, not a surprise, but a big thing that's happening the day of the bridal show, which it is at NASA Hilton Clear Lake from 1 to 5 that day. 1 to 4 will be the show. 4 to 5 will be a fashion show upstairs in their ballroom. If you pay the $10 to get in, you can see the fashion show. You get hors d'oeuvres and a complimentary champagne. But the Hilton is offering anyone that wants to get married that day a wedding ceremony, a portrait, and a cake for $250.
Cool.
So theirs is out. $250. You can get married on September 29th.
Hey, did you see?
You said soon.
Ooh, let's go. September 29th.
There you go. Just bring your clothes.
So you could just use this as a save the date. And these things
pass it
out.
I have
down.
a couple more in my purse, so you really could.
Wow.
Amber Murphy said he doesn't need your card, Amy, because he's getting married at BC.
Woo!
I like it.
Okay. So with the fashion show, like I'm guessing like wedding fashion is going to be a bunch of wedding dresses or like bridesmaid dresses. Like what can you expect?
All of that. Bridesmaids, wedding dresses, grooms. We have it all. Mother of the bride, everything.
Are these like local designers or some people who are, national or?
They're actually members of the Bay Area group.
Wow.
So we have a few bridal boutiques and groomsmen menswear that are part of the group. That'll be.
That's awesome.
And Kelly Williams, I think, is going to be singing during that. So I know Kelly's a friend of y'all's too.
Kelly Williams has a show right here Mondays from 3 to 4. It's called Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly.
Yeah, whenever it comes to fashion shows, we notice that they usually leave the guys out. It's mainly like the ladies, but this is kind of nice that guys have to wear clothes and want to look nice
Wait,
too.
do you need some models?
Yeah. Do you?
I can model.
Curt,
See, you're getting this whole wedding day. We're going to make this happen.
Go
September
get
20th.
married, go model in the show. It's perfect.
last year he was pursuing a modeling career and like had me take photos of him and like at this angle he was like, "You made me look fat." I was like, I just picked it up. Like, what am I supposed to do? I was using my phone. It was right over there.
Got shoot
Yeah,
from
he's
higher.
Great photos. Should have
he-
hired a professional,
So
right?
he always is like
the
down
low
on the
angle.
ground,
That's-
and I'm like,
Yeah,
That's
you
not
can't do
true.
that.
what
I
are
had-
you doing?
I literally had him get down on the ground. I was like, maybe if you just lay down and let me get like down over the top, maybe that'll be a better
Maybe.
angle.
Even better.
I can only work with so much, like what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? This is a serious question.
I didn't get the modeling job because of you. So
You got to use a special lens for that.
Which one? I need
It's
it.
a special. It's a slimming lens. Extra special. Extra cost.
Is there really a lens for
No,
it?
it totally isn't.
The slimming lens. Because
No.
if they made one of
No.
those, I'm pretty sure people would purchase it quick. That's always a request that we get. Like, can you make me those? I was like, sure. It's all
I'll
mental.
work on that.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Yeah. All right. Hey, we're going to take a quick break on the FM. Keep it going on Channel 46 and keep it going on our Facebook stream. If you have any questions about the bridal show that's taking place in September 29th, feel free to ask. This is KHEA Radio 99.5. Sweet. So Amber's messaging us like we don't have anything else going on.
I know, right?
Yeah, like
really
just send me
wanna
a
try this
send me a
thing out
text.
here.
I love it. I responded. I got it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amber. Hey,
Are we done?
no,
No.
not yet,
Oh,
not
okay.
yet. I'm
We're keeping
so
you all
sorry.
for a full hour if y'all are okay with that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because the doors are locked and they're not open.
I totally don't.
They only
It's
let
just-
us. They
I'm
only-
just used to. So my husband and I do a wedding podcast too, and
Yeah.
I'm not used to being seen. So I keep like sitting here, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I can't do
And
that.
there's one over there.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm used to not being able to be seen during the podcast. So I'm like, oh,
Listen,
Yeah,
listen,
sit back,
I've
like-
thought of this before, and I go back and rewatch sometimes, and I'm like straight up like digging
I, like,
for
keep
gold.
itching. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't
Digging for
do
gold,
that.
and there's no one has ever said anything about how we act on camera. Like nobody has said,
Okay.
"Wow, these guys are like picking their
Gross.
nose or burping
Yeah.
into the mic." Like
Awesome.
nobody has ever once
It's part
said
of y'all's
anything.
thing.
That.
It's part of the
Yeah,
package.
It's
The
part of
charm.
the
Yeah.
charm.
Yeah.
The charm
That's
of our radio
charming.
station.
But some people don't see us though. Like on iTunes, you can access our podcast audio on there.
That was so cool last night. Gardy texted me and said, "Hey, we're on iTunes," and I didn't know yet.
So that's
So-
cool. But it goes all the way back to like over like a year ago.
Yeah.
So we go back and listen, and it's kind of like, what were we
We
talking
I
about?
know.
So how long have you been doing a wedding podcast?
It's been 2.5 years, I think.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
2.5 years. Yeah.
So do y'all bring on like different wedding like vendors
different
and guests?
vendors. Sometimes we just do it the two of us because it's like midnight and we're bored. But
Sure.
other times it's just set up in our living room.
Yeah.
Amy's gonna come on. She's
I
we
know.
haven't scheduled it yet, but yeah,
But I've
there's
done it before.
a little bit of everything. We've had people call in
Mm-hmm.
before. We've had a little of everything.
Hey, Robin from Axe Masters, Texas. She's one of our partners here at KHEA Radio, and it's a lot of fun. You throw axes at
We
targets.
were just looking at it.
Yes, yeah, it's over there in the corner. When they came on the last time, they brought one, and so we're gonna hang it up and decorate it still. But she asked if there is still an opportunity to have a booth to offer bachelor parties for that.
I wish I could say yes. No, it is actually so because it is available for current members of the Bay Area group. August, we honestly have 3 booth spots left, and we have about 12 members who've requested to join. So we have to give them first opportunity. And so of the 12, I would assume at least 3 will.
So the best thing for her to do is still join Bay Area Wedding Professionals to push her business for bride and grooms.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the future, she can still continue to network with us. Next year, she would have first dibs on being in the show.
I bet if she shows up with, 2 axes on her shoulders, the other 12 are going to be like, actually, I think we have something else going on. Axe Masters, just go ahead and work your way right to this booth right
Did
here.
you see Robin throwing stuff last
Yeah,
night?
I saw her.
She's
Straight
up. She straight up threw 2
Boom, boom, boom.
at the same time, like
gosh.
3
That would be
pound.
great
I
social.
don't know that I could even do one.
Yeah. It'd be great.
But they have
social
a
for us.
mobile-
So
That'd be
much fun.
They have a mobile unit, so they've went and done like parties and they build it up,
that's
and they're going to be at our taco cook-off, having a booth. So that'll be one of the things that's offered as well. But yeah, for bachelor parties, birthday parties, and then they have their facility as well in League City off of Hobbs Road. So
Oh, we should go
it's
as
fun.
a board.
That's what I'm
Check
saying.
it out.
Yeah.
team
Go-
building.
yeah,
Yeah.
we should do
Yes,
that.
Very nice. I love
I'm
it.
in.
I'm in.
Let's go throw stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other things you can incorporate that in with the wedding. I
Throwing
can't
it.
think
There's
of
lots of
anything.
people who do like cornhole and stuff. Like if
Yeah.
it's an
Oh,
outdoor
yeah.
wedding, they do stuff
With
like that.
axes?
So you could do it.
Hmm.
Depends on how happy everyone is.
I know.
How
How
it's
happy
one
the
of those
families are.
questionable weddings. I don't know.
I've done it before, and I went like with the mindset of I was a world-class axe thrower,
Yeah,
right?
how'd that go?
Not good. It's a different mentality when you're standing in a booth and there's a target. It's almost like darts, but with axes. And so it was fun, but it's
I saw
really
a video though, like a girl threw it and it bounced back, and you.
That
had to-
was-
yeah.
that wasn't Axe Masters Texas, by the way, but it was. Let's just clarify, it
'Cause
wasn't
I feel
Axe
like
Masters.
that would happen to me.
So here's what happened, if I understand correctly. Whenever they put this rubber mat at the bottom to save your axes, because so it doesn't dull, like they want it to be sharp. So if you put too much of the rubber padding, they're putting it so it'll bounce off. And so it wasn't set up correctly. So what it did, it was like, boom, it bounced off the floor because they were trying to save their axes and save some money, and it went flying back.
A little too bouncy.
Yeah, it was too much bounce and
Too much bounce on that.
yeah, because it shouldn't do that.
I
you
don't
know?
think they have that at Axe Masters.
Right, they don't. So they take the the safety precaution that maybe it's not like cost effective, but it's a safety measure that's very necessary.
Yeah. No, like.
But
now
shout
I'm
out to that girl's reflexes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I did see that.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a duck.
Hey, what's up, Chad Tressler, League City councilman, hanging out. He's one of my neighbors. Hey, this is funny. So I live in a subdivision in League City, and I posted our Texas City video that we did for the pumps.
The emergency management
Yeah,
one?
and I posted it in my neighborhood group, and I said, hey, can we make a video like this for the splash pad? Because there was some drama going on in the neighborhood group where
You
they
were
were
just
like,
egging it on.
well, a little bit. It was just a little bit, but I was like, because people were saying that the splash pad water drained into a pump, got filtered, and then went into the pools, and then it was just like a constant flow. And there was some drawings or some blueprints that they had, and then obviously people are passionate about both sides. Like, that does not happen. That does happen. And meanwhile,
You might as well have
I'm
just
Michael
posted-
Jackson with the popcorn.
You,
And so
you might as well have just posted it into the Talk of League City and been like, we should do a video about the gun range and just watch the comments.
well, no, it wasn't even that bad. Just there was some master script writing going on in there as people were giving their opinions, and I was just like,
Oh my gosh, Gardy.
it didn't even take off. Like I was not as there was potential there, and I feel like my brethren, my neighbors didn't step up to the plate. But it's
Tamara
okay.
just asked, did I miss the Benito's giveaway? No, you still have a chance. Like, share, and comment. And then we're talking about the Bay Area Bridal Show that's taking place September 29th from 1 to 5 at Hilton Nassau Bay. And tickets can be purchased at the Eventbrite link. And do we have that Eventbrite link? Can I find it really fast and post it?
It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah, if
There's
you
an
go-
event.
Yeah, there is. It's the Bay Area Bridal Show event
Awesome.
page, and you can there's the link is right there.
Hey, what are some current wedding trends that are taking place that maybe y'all have noticed? Is there anything? I know for a while, like people were dancing down the aisle, and then there was like photography trends that we have seen. I'm not sure if good food doesn't ever go.
No.
Like that's not trendy. It's just like just provide good food. But have y'all noticed anything? I think we can make axe throwing a trend
Yeah,
for like
Make it
2020. Let's
happen.
go. That's the must-have
I like
event.
that. I mean, I'm good. I think my photographic eye would want something that's probably not a safe angle, but that's okay. Be like, let's stand right back here and get there.
It's coming right out.
It's like sports photography where the ball's like right in your face.
Yeah.
I'm down though. I think that should be. No, I've seen the trend with more exits. A lot of people are using like the glow sticks now instead of like the fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
Just because fireworks are
Do
tricky.
you
A lot
remember
of
rice?
places.
Do you remember rice?
Oh, rice, because people were doing that, and they're like, what about the, there's birds.
And they went to birdseed.
Birdseed,
Yeah, they did that, and then they did the
Pom-poms.
they've done the biodegradable confetti stuff too. So it at least.
What
goes
about,
away.
like color runs? Are people using any color for that?
I've done it for engagement shoots. We have where people just toss chalk at each other, basically.
Yeah.
It's pretty
A lot
awesome.
of mad people.
You could do a color like wedding. So you could just dye the food different colors and everything.
Like Bangarang.
Do you know how many people have allergies? That would be the number one thing.
Come on, Kurt. Some
That's
people are
my
allergic
thing.
to
You're
red.
like, oh
red
my
dye. Come
gosh.
on.
Yeah, that's a trend. Keto.
Keto.
Low
Keto
carb,
wedding.
gluten, all
For
of
the
it.
whole wedding?
Oh,
Yes.
I bet that. Yeah, I can now
So
see
that's
that.
as far as food. It started off with I can't have gluten. Then it'll be one person in the wedding can't have gluten, and carries on. So yeah,
I have never
Low carb.
thought about. Man, we should rethink our Talk of Taco cook-off because we should. People are going to show up as expecting a keto option.
I'm sure there will be keto options.
That's how someone's gonna win.
Yeah.
They have the keto.
What we
Oh,
don't
my bad. I gave it away.
I just saw that Little Sal's Taco just tuned in, and so here's your chance to talk.
Here's what's gonna happen. Like
it's
all the
inside.
judges are gonna be on keto, and they'll be like, "Well, I can only eat this one keto, and you are the overall grand champion of the entire event."
y'all just busted the whole thing.
You brought it up.
Thanks. We were talking weddings. We weren't talking tacos.
It always comes back to tacos with us. That's the sad thing.
That may be the theme of next year, like the taco wedding tacos. That's the everything's taco theme. Maybe Kurt's wedding on September 29th.
On September 29th, we can get some tacos on the side for you. Before
Tacos.
you model.
Before
Yeah.
man, I got to fit in that tucked.
That
Better
is
cut back
important.
on the tacos.
Do I have to change? Is just one tux that I have to walk on in, right?
No, we're gonna make you have
can
like
do
7.
the fashion
Seven.
show.
I'm
Go
kidding.
down.
It's like I'm changing as I'm walking off.
The girls have to do it. Why can't you?
Because you know how much. You've never probably worn a tux, right?
Negative.
No.
No. Okay.
No. I've
There's,
worn a
like,
wedding dress though. Those
so
are
many-
complex.
There's so many pieces that you have to unbutton and rebutton, and
Yeah.
Just
And the
keep it
pants are
on. We'll
weird.
get you married. Then you come up and do the fashion show, and then you have a taco.
Tuxedo pants don't
I
make
like
sense.
these awards.
They don't make sense because they're like adjustable, and it's like, yeah, I'm not a fan of like you put them on. It's like, why is there straps on the side? I just want just measure my waist.
Why
you already
can't I
measured
wear
it.
pants?
Make these fit. It's weird. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's like when
Those-
you're a little kid. They make the little kid pants that way.
The adults are that
With
way
the
too.
little
I
elastic
promise
and the
you.
buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I was
These-
like, when I'm getting married, I was like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go get
The
like
adjustable?
a suit, and I want it
Yeah.
like tailored exactly how I want because it's stinking adjustable.
I think these shorts that I'm wearing today are like that.
I was just gonna ask. Are you looking to see if like you
They're
have
They
the
got a
Stretchy.
little bit of room.
They got a little stretch in there.
like the
they're
kids?
they're
pants?
like perfect for Thanksgiving dinner.
a Robinette, like going to lunch at Robinette.
There you go.
We need to. So where's Robinette located? Because we haven't said that yet.
We're on 216 Kirby in Seabrook. So the landmark in Seabrook to me is Arlen's. If everybody knows where Arlen's at, the street next to Arlen's is Kirby. As soon as you turn onto Kirby, we're on the right hand side.
Is that been like the location for 40 years?
Forever. Yes. We're not going anywhere
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, that area is cool. I mean, our part of town, there's so many different spots, and Seabrook kind of has its own vibe for sure.
Yeah. I've been lucky because the 146 traffic now is the Kirby traffic.
Yeah.
So everyone is not going through Seabrook. They're coming down Kirby to turn on Assa Road 1. So, that's when they realize, oh, you have dinners to go.
Yeah. You know, man, I was sad whenever they closed Neptune Subs.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not too far from there, right? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's on 146.
Yeah. I was a fan of that place.
place was good.
Now I have to go to Robinette, and I'm going to get maybe even better food.
Oh,
we'll
my
find out.
goodness.
Sure.
For sure.
She's like,
For
how dare
sure,
you even
yeah.
say that?
So here's the thing. Well, I used to work up and down there, and it was easy just to stop in and be like, give me a sandwich. And then I'd run out.
Yeah.
So that was always fun.
They've got the dish and dash, man. That stuff's. I like the fact. So y'all are a little far for me to go to your store, but you have it on Mondays. You have it at Butler's, and so we always go on Mondays and get our dish and dash. Then.
Yeah, I started doing a little pop-up shop. Amber and I worked something out. So she's closed on Mondays. Butler's Courtyard is, and so we set up shop with our dinners to go 3:30 to 6:30 every Monday.
Do y'all do anything like Waiter app or Uber Eats? No. Is that something y'all would maybe explore in the future potentially?
Maybe, yeah. It's just we're really busy.
Sure. instead of the Waiter app, why don't she just use the KHEA app and we'll go deliver the food?
Will it
Would
make
it make there?
We just eat it. It's like
We would join that 1/4 of every delivery driver who eats the food before they drive it.
It's gonna make sure it's sealed, stapled. The bags
Sealed,
are
stapled,
closed.
exactly.
Man, I had Bluebell the other day, and they still haven't fixed that issue.
But you can tell if it's been opened.
The funniest thing is I took mine off, and I licked it, and I put it back, and then let me
So freaking weird,
let me
man.
get there. So then I was like, hey, Naola, my girlfriend. I was like, Naola, somebody licked the ice cream. And she was like, no way. I'm like, look. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And then I did it again.
God.
You tell the best stories. Hey, we got about 2 minutes and 48 seconds. We'll go on the FM as well. We'll keep talking about the Bay Area Bridal Show that's coming up. If you want to come check it out, you can check them out on Facebook. So the Bay Area Bridal Show, does it have its own? I know it has an event, but how can they find that, like the group, to be able to join the BAWP?
So there is a Facebook page for Bay Area Wedding Professionals. There is a website. There's kind of everything. We're on all social media. Well, not all. Facebook, Instagram.
That's all that
we're on
counts.
Twitter.
And
yeah,
they do have to be in the wedding industry. We get people that call that say, well, a bride and groom, might need my credit card services or whatever. So they really do need to be in the wedding industry.
So the credit cards like that wouldn't fly? It's not
No.
close enough?
Realtor, no.
Okay.
I know that sometime they're going to buy a home, but it's really working directly with the bride and grooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's to
cool.
make their wedding day happen.
Yeah. All
And
right.
that's Houston Bay Area Wedding Professionals.com, correct?
I don't.
You're going to make me a liar.
I got it right here. I think.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's on.
I'm going to add it into.
Yeah, because I know we had to add the Houston part because there's Bay Area, Cali.
I was like,
There's
yeah,
Bay
we
Area here, so we had to add the Houston.
Here's the
part.
website, people.
Yeah, so there's the Bay Area Wedding Professionals for our group itself. There is Bay Area Bridal Show Facebook page. There's the Facebook event. It's obviously on Eventbrite if you want to buy tickets to it. And then Instagram has Bay Area Bridal Show and Bay Area Wedding Professionals.
So we
or
have
you can send either one of us
Call
a
us.
message.
Call her.
us.
individually.
Yeah, call me. Yeah.
So we have about a minute, and I'm going to see if y'all can knock out a 30-second answer. What's the most important part of your wedding day and why? We'll start with Amy, I guess.
What's the food?
But why?
Why? Because everyone wants to enjoy the evening with really good food.
That's true. Okay, what's the most
So
important?
for me, obviously, I want to say the pictures, but I think the details put some time into it, and we'll capture the images so that you remember it.
Kurt, what's the most important part of the wedding day and why?
Me.
Anybody's
Me.
It doesn't matter whose it is.
No, it doesn't matter who it is. It's me.
Okay.
No?
No, yeah, your wedding.
No,
I'm sure
it's,
you're gonna be the most
it's about, the serious answer is it's about creating a day that you can remember. It doesn't matter how much you spend. It doesn't matter I don't think, for me, it doesn't matter about who does what. It's about creating a memory that you can remember for the rest of your life.
But what if you forget? Because
Yeah,
you didn't have
pictures.
pictures and the food wasn't memorable.
Wow.
Then the vendors aren't
Oh, wow.
very
Then it-
important.
It's about getting married. How's
It
that?
is. At the end of the day, goal is you're married.
All right. So we got 30 seconds now, and then we'll go on. Getting married successfully. That's all you got to do. Just get through the day.
And if you come to the
show up.
bridal show, you should have some wonderful vendors that you should be able to.
Chevy
network with.
says, hey. Y'all know Chevy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
sure.
Chevy?
Yeah. He actually did my maternity pictures when I was pregnant
Cool.
the first time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
2.
2 kids? Okay. 10 seconds.
835-8773 or email abundantlifechristianschool@alcc.org.
Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Right now it's 9:54 Friday morning. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We're talking about the Bay Area Bridal Show. We're talking to His and Hers Photography. We're also talking to Robinette about catering. And we have a couple minutes left, and we can just remind everybody how to get a hold of you guys one more time, why they should go to the bridal show. How can they get a hold of you?
Me personally?
Yeah, if they want to get with Robinette.
Okay, robinetteandcompany.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Amy Doherty. I get a lot of personal Facebook messages.
And that's cool? You're cool with it?
All the time. I really do. I get personal messages about, can you order this for me today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that to her. I text her. I'm like, hey, I need 2 large chicken and dumplings, please.
Yes.
Yeah. I was texting my meal prep person now before, like at the beginning of the show, like, hey, I need some food. And it's always.
You need to let Robinette
different.
meal prep for you.
Y'all do meal prep?
Their dinners to go.
Y'all make me skinny and strong?
Well, we now do the keto, low carb, low carb, low sugar meals.
Okay.
So
cool. I'm down to try
shot.
it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Good.
How can they get a hold of you to get some awesome photography?
So we are any of the stuff. Online, you've got obviously the website, Facebook, Instagram, and all of it is hisandhersphoto.com or His and Hers Photo. The photo is with an F, though.
Okay.
And the podcast.
And the podcast, Life as Art Podcast. It's a
What's
wedding podcast.
What is it again?
lifeasart.libsyn.com.
Cool. How can they access that?
iTunes. You can just Google Life as Art and the podcast will show up.
How often do y'all try and get in there and make a new one?
We tried once a week, but like I said, we have 2 young kids and we're busy. So
Sure.
We definitely do 2 a week or 2 a month. Sometimes we do 3 or 4. Sometimes we just do the 2.
Okay. Is there anything else y'all would like to share while y'all are here?
Just a reminder about the bridal show, Bay Area Bridal Show, September 29th at the Nassau Bay Hilton, Clear Lake, from 1 to 5. And it's only $10 to get in.
Check it out. And then the fashion show as well.
Yes.
Which is going to be awesome because they have
Curt!
maybe Curt in it.
Yes.
If he has his way.
And we have the shower giveaway, the bridal shower giveaway. So one lucky person will win.
You do have to be present to win. It's announced at the fashion show.
Yes.
Awesome.
So plan the entire afternoon to be there.
Correct. With us.
Sure.
It'll be lots of fun.
So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back on the FM, we're going to be talking to 3 Acres about the 3 Acres Mac Attack. It's taking place. It's a macaroni and cheese festival. Sounds like a little piece of heaven.
Did
Yeah.
she bring samples?
I hope so.
I'm staying.
I hope
Barbara's
so.
out there, but I didn't see any mac. I told her, well, I don't know if she was tuned in, but I gave a warning. I said, you better go get like
Actually,
one
I
of those
think
craft,
that's already on my calendar.
a little like 90-second thing, because Kurt's going to be really upset if there's no macaroni here.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night at 3 Acres
I was
Food
gonna
Truck
say.
Park. And so make sure that you stay tuned at 10 o'clock in order to hear everything about it.
This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM.
It's already on my calendar.
Boom.
Oh, it is? I was like, I think it is on mine, too.
I like
Butler's is having their food truck thing soon.
Yeah, it's
Their
in
block
September.
party, right?
Is it
Yeah, the
end
block
of-
party.
It's in
Yeah,
September,
it's
right?
September. Yeah.
I put it in our calendar because Amber was like, are you coming to our, and I had to go look at their events. I'm like, the 27th.
Do y'all really come out? Like you would come to the shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would come to the shop.
Okay.
100%.
I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, we do that.
We'll
You're
have to
there in the
schedule.
afternoons?
I would make arrangements for you guys to be there to sample a bunch of food and
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be great. We'd
her
love that.
daughter. She did a video of her daughter eating dinner one night that she had brought home, and it's the cutest video. It's so
Yeah.
cute, and I had to put it on her.
Being on
Well-
all that stuff.
We could probably.
Is she a star? Does she like
Yes.
the parents are photographers? Like,
yeah,
how does that
but
go?
we take cell phone pictures. We're like any other parent. Like,
Yeah.
here, smile. Like,
She's like,
but she goes, Robinette is the best. She never takes,
Did
like,
you
the
see
list, yeah.
Amber's comment about how I could work the booth and get credit towards my wedding? At
she would love that.
at
Yeah,
the Bay
she would
Area
love
bridal
that.
show.
Yeah, she would love that.
That'd be awesome.
In your hot dog suit.
In my hot dog suit.
It's all about getting it out there.
Thank you, ladies.
No, thank
It was
you
nice
guys
to meet
so
y'all.
much.
It was so
great to
nice to meet you. I'm going to give you my card.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
horrible. All I have are podcast cards.
I'll take one. I'll check it out. Thank you.
Ones.
Life is Art podcast. Check it out. And then obviously Robinette, you've probably had it, even if you don't realize it, because there's an event that you've been to in the past 40 years that has served Robinette. I know my man. What do y'all? There's something that y'all have that Is it potato salad? Do y'all do like potato salad? I'm sure y'all do, but there's something that is like that.
Real popular.
Yeah.
Chicken and dumplings, King Ranch chicken.
Y'all's
Man, I don't know.
salmon's really good
Little
too.
new potatoes. Maybe you're talking about the little
Yes.
potatoes.
Maybe.
Oh my God, they're cold. They're cold. They're not.
Let me
hot.
ask.
They're
I'm gonna
cold
call
and
my
they have,
wife.
like,
It's
oh
a
my
little
gosh.
potato with
'Cause there's
sour cream in
something-
it and bacon on the top.
There's something that
They're potatoes or they're
Take a selfie with them.
Hey, what is it at Robinette that can you hear me? What is it at Robinette that Miss Linda Kelly is like always brings? Chicken salad. This is the Robinette chicken salad.
is nuts.
Okay.
Or potato salad.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Chicken salad and a potato.
Oh wow, that was so horrible.
Can we take a
Yeah.
picture with you guys?
We'll do that. Here.
Maybe with that $1,000.
With a $1,000 check for
Here.
from our
Go
homies
around,
at
or
Furniture
can we do it
Zone.
here?
Let me see.
Should I go
No,
around?
we're really close.
Here, we'll come over here. Oh, nice shoes.
Thanks.
That's unfortunate that it's like not full body. Okay. Yeah, we're short. I hate being the one to take this.
Look, I went to iron my shirt this morning. That iron,
Yeah, it doesn't.
Does anybody say like bop?
They all
Yeah,
do.
most people.
Because I know with Bay Mom, that's what the moms and multiples.
Yeah.
With Amber's like,
a
"Babe-
lot of
Bay Mom."
bop. A lot of bop.
Yeah.
So Janice Janice started that.
Bay Mom. Bop. Yeah, we'll have to come in. We'll have to stop in and grab some food for
So
sure.
Thanksgiving at the shop is nuts.
I bet.
It's nuts. It's all about to start happening.
All right, it's go time. Hey, y'all are awesome.
Bye. Thanks.
See y'all soon.
Bye.
Ooh, Amber said, catering our upcoming murder mystery dinner. Sounds dangerous. So I know y'all did one the other day. I say the other day, it was probably a couple months ago or so. But the murder mystery dinner. Amber says bop. B-A-W-P. Pronounce bop. You can say bap. Bop. What are you guys up to? Let me know what you got going on. We're about to be talking about macaroni and cheese. We're going to talk about 3 Acres Mac Attack. It's happening, if I understand correctly, tomorrow. It's a macaroni and cheese festival. How awesome is that? If you haven't had the opportunity to go to a macaroni and cheese festival, then me and you are in the exact same boat because I've never been to one, and this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Man, 3 Acres has a ton of amazing events. They usually have like vendors and normal like food trucks who serve more than macaroni. But I'm guessing there's going to be like some macaroni served from like everybody. That's what you got to bring to the table. Just got to bring some macaroni. Mm-hmm. What's up? How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Good. Hey, y'all been busy, huh?
Kind of.
Has the weather been
August-
cooperative?
Yeah, not really. August is tough, you know. Like, I don't know. It's so hot. Like, and at the park in the evening after 7, it's really not that bad. Like, it's totally cools off, and we're completely shady, and it's good. But when people have been hot all day, it's hard to tell them, hey, get out here. You know?
Yeah, come have some fun.
Yeah.
And you know what I've noticed? Like the mosquitoes haven't been really out yet, so that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
That's what we were complaining about last year. There's always gonna be something in Texas outdoors to complain about. You
Mhm.
know, like so the mosquitoes aren't there, but it's just I think this is like our 7th day at 100 degree, like touching. I think maybe yesterday it was 99, but we've just been right
It's
there.
nuts, huh?
Yeah, it's insane. So
You always have something to cool off, though.
yeah. Oh yeah, we've got snow cones and ice cream and all kinds of stuff, cold drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. People who are out there are like, oh, it's fine. You know, we're having a good time. But it's hard to get other people.
Yeah, I agree.
We're gonna fix your mic just a
Okay.
little bit.
Kurt's funny. That boy trips me out. You can actually scoot a little bit closer, too.
Okay. Nice.
We were
This
actually
won't
outside
be hard
talking
to-
about just kind of everything, and I was like, she said that she wants to do more Instagram stuff, and I said
Yep.
that's the only platform right now that we're not live on when we do our morning shows. You know,
Right.
We're live on everything else, TV, the app, internet, everything, right?
Yeah.
But not Instagram. And we were talking about the sound and how, yeah, we could set up an iPad and go live on Instagram. But then we're like, how did we get sound to that? So
Yeah, just don't be so picky. They'll hear you. It'll be all right.
That is true.
Just stick the
Sometimes we
iPad
get picky.
close. Yeah, that's what he was telling me about. I'm like, sounds like you're just picky. Just do it. Instagram, when you're doing Instagram Live, no one has high expectations. You know, it's just raw, whatever.
Yeah, and people do like that personal touch, like the
Absolutely.
raw, like behind the scenes.
Authentic.
That's what it is.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, how does this camera look?
Is the mic comfortable?
Other than being extremely close.
You can
it's
back it
okay.
off a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It
As long
sounded
as you're
perfect.
as long as you're comfortable. That's all that matters.
As comfortable as the person can be with a mic 2 inches from their face.
We get closer.
Yeah, y'all are just like
You
it's
gotta like eat the mic.
part of part of your daily thing, so it's totally normal.
Yeah. Hey, how are your kids doing? They're going back to
Back
school?
to school, heck yeah! We started back to school this week. And
Really?
Yeah, expectations versus reality was a little off for me. I thought it'd be like best week ever. Turns out it's really exhausting. Like I'm getting up at 5:30, getting them up at 6. We're driving. It's between there and back. It's an hour for us. So
Where do they go?
Odyssey Academy. We switched to
Yeah.
Odyssey Academy this year, and
That's in Galveston, right?
well, there's one in Galveston and one Bay Area. So
Cool.
it's not on Bay Area. It's over in El Lago, but it's an amazing school. It's small and just it's what we were looking for. But it takes us 30 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Worth it, but is tiring me out.
Yeah.
I'm tired, but we'll get used to it. It's that first week or two. You're just
New
like,
routine.
whoa, yeah. It's just so
Yeah.
many things that you're like, I didn't think about that. Like my son ripped his shorts right before we walked out this morning, and I'm like, really? And I'm like, let's find some string. I stitched it up like in 3 minutes. I was like, super mom, and we got out the door. But it's just stuff like that. We also got a puppy 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yes. So that's it's awesome, but also like potty training and
Did you have pets already?
no. It's been like almost 10 years since we went through a whole puppy situation. So it's been a long time, and that's why he ripped his shorts, because the puppy, jumped up and ripped a hole in his shorts.
Oh,
so
man.
it's it's a lot. So this is distracting me from the fact that it's August and it's really hot. It's all this personal stuff.
So where did the idea for Mac Attack? Is it a mac and cheese festival? Is that fair?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I guess I don't want to put festival on it, and people get really high expectations when you say festival, so I don't want to say that, but I just wanted to give the food truckers the opportunity to kind of flex their skills a little bit in a safe way,
How would an unsafe way be, though?
Oh, like adding beets to
gotcha.
some muffins or something, which I like to do.
It's like a beet festival. And they're
Exactly.
like,
Yes.
I'll do it, but it may
by
not be the
safe, I
best.
just mean easily accepted by the public.
Macaroni.
Because as a chef, you got so much opportunity to do really fun stuff with food, but you're limited by your customers and your location and everything. So knowing what I know about our area, I know that people love mac and cheese, and they love those, Southern style dishes. So I figured it'd be a safe way to let them get creative and do something fun with mac and cheese. So each one of them is working on a dish or two that they're going to feature, and it's kind of just it's like an experiment, really. We're gonna see if people are into it, and if they're into it, and they show up and they're excited about it, then we'll keep doing different styles of this type of food festival.
Yeah.
Trying new things.
Is there something else on the radar that you're already thinking of? So like macaroni for the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe
Spaghetti.
number 2.
No,
That's
no.
risky. How are you going to serve spaghetti at a food truck?
Risky? No, spaghetti's boring. I don't know. Like,
Cheese is good though. I like
Yeah,
mac
cheese
and
is great.
cheese. I see
Yeah.
like Mary Gutierrez is just tuned in, and I mean
Wiley
the food.
Street tacos.
Right?
Up.
Hey,
Wendy too from
Yes,
Rolling Republic.
yeah. I called Wendy on the way. I'm like, tell me the name of your sandwich that she's serving, because she's already been creating this really awesome. It's one of the inspirations of the event. I was looking at a picture of her mac and cheese, her Tex-Mex sandwich, and it's like mac and cheese mixed with brisket on
It's like
Texas
grilled cheese.
toast.
Yeah,
yes.
and it's like grilled cheese.
And
I've had it. It's awesome.
It's beautiful. And so I'm like, oh man, we need to like just also tapas Dominicans. Is that how you say it?
yes.
I say it so not.
The
Tapas
empanadas.
Dominicas.
There you go.
Empanadas, yeah.
When I say it, it's like, ew. They have a mac and cheese empanada that is also amazing. They stuff it in an empanada and fry it, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
And so I saw both of those together, and I'm like, oh, come on, we've got to.
That's awesome. Oh, we've had that one too.
Yes, we have, because they came on our show when we were at Bay Area Raceway.
Yeah.
And he's been coming to our Wednesday night church services and serving.
I just saw some pictures from that. Yeah. It looked like a lot of fun. Y'all had a bunch of bounce houses and stuff.
Except it rained at on Wednesday. It was kind of
and
crazy
our bounce
weather.
house attacked their food truck.
These things
It
are
was
aired
bad.
up, right? I guess.
It literally, imagine like Night of the Twisters kind of thing. The thing just went up in the air and then like landed right on their food truck, and they were inside, and it was.
No.
Oh man, I felt so bad for them, but they're awesome
that's like
people.
event planner nightmare mode. Like you never know what's gonna happen on these events. You're like, oh man, let's just hope everything goes the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. So we got 8 seconds. We're going to go on the FM as well. We're going to keep it going on Facebook. If you're watching, feel free to share this out. Let's go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It's 10:10 a.m. on a Friday. I'm very thankful that it's Friday. We're giving away the opportunity to get some lunch at Benito's and also win one of these awesome shirts. Kurt's going to show off if you're able to see that. If not, it says I Heart Benito's Enchiladas. Check them out. They're in Lamarck.
Yeah, so all you have to do is go to our Facebook page if you're watching on channel 46.2, or if you're listening on 99.5 FM, you just have to go to our Facebook page, find our live video that's live right now. All you have to do is like, share, and comment on that video, and you have a chance to win, which is so awesome. We love giving away everything. You know, the other thing that we love giving away is an opportunity for you to get what I call discounts or member benefits. And to do so, you have to go check out our app. It's easy. It's easy. All you have to do is search for KHEA Radio on the Google Play Store or the App Store. You can download the app, get 20% off at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue. Get 20% off at Burger Nation NASA. There are so many options for you to save by having the KHEA Radio app. It's free to download. It's free to be a part of that. If you're a business owner and you want to be featured on our app, it's free to do so. All you have to do is reach out to us, tell us what you want to do. We'll put it in the app. It's just an opportunity for us to give back to the community that we love.
Yeah, a lot of people have already downloaded the app. I think we have
500 plus people already downloaded it. It's been there for just over a month or so. We're super excited to continue to get the app out into the public.
Lane, and I know you're watching from the UK, man. If you have the chance, just download the KHEA Radio app so we can get some people that are streaming, and then we can maybe get some UK benefits. Like, what's a place that you like? We'll reach out to them and be like, hey, we need to get a discount there. So right now we're about to talk about an awesome event that's taking place tomorrow. It has to do with food, and everybody likes food. So 3 Acres Food Truck Park is an awesome time if you're trying to take your family out. If you're trying to have some fun, try some awesome food. Barbara, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Yeah.
So it's a busy time of the year for you guys, right?
Yeah, just packed. Just everybody's into the outdoor things in August in Texas. No, we're coming up on. We finished up kind of our busy season in May and June, and then we're coming up as soon as September and October get here. We're gonna slam it with a bunch of events. Right now, we're kind of taking it a little easier. We've only done a few events this month. Usually it's every weekend that we're doing something different and new. So for August, we kind of scaled back a little bit. So that makes the Mac Attack event even all the more special because it's one of our few events for August.
Mm-hmm.
Why mac and cheese? Like, why Mac Attack?
Who doesn't love mac and cheese?
I don't. I love mac and cheese.
I don't like it. I love it.
I'm obsessed with mac and cheese.
Right. Yeah. You want to go with what works, right?
Oh, man. Tomorrow night might be my favorite night ever at 3 Acres Food Truck Park.
So are you going to go to each truck? You got to go to each one and try their version, try their creation. That's my recommendation.
For the trucks that are in, how many trucks are going to be there?
There's 4 or 5, but 3 of them are doing the mac and cheese dishes. The other 2 are like dessert trucks.
Ah, okay. And I guess it's just a chance to kind of try it. Is there a prize? Do you get a vote out of it? Or?
I don't know. I was thinking of people's choice. So I'm going to talk to each, I'll be there and I'm going to be walking around talking to everybody and getting everybody's input. That's and,
awesome.
If someone just really rises above the crowd, absolutely. We're going to acknowledge that. Like, hey, you totally killed it with this dish. I mean, as an artist, our chefs, our food truckers, they're artists, right? Mm-hmm. So they're putting themselves out there in their food. And whenever they do a good job, you want to really, acknowledge that. The best way to do so, by the way, is through a 5-star review on their Facebook page, on, I hate to Yelp. Yeah,
Yelp
is, yeah.
Did you see that news?
I know. I kind of hate to even recommend Yelp, but on Google, there you go. Google, that's the better platform. So give them a 5-star review and a shout out if you enjoy their food, because I can tell you from personal experience that review coming in has the potential to, make your day or really mess it up.
Really?
Yeah.
We get some reviews, but we don't get that many. Sometimes people will do it, and it does make us smile. But
They've got rid of the 5 stars on Facebook, didn't they?
You're right. It's recommend
recommended.
or doesn't recommend, but that is also very helpful if you have, when a person pulls up, say, Wiley Street Tacos, and they pull up their Facebook page, and it says 500 people recommend this. You're like, oh, heck yeah. That's called social proof, I think.
Yeah.
They have scientific stuff behind all of this, but you're like, hey, people love this. I can trust them to cater my wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have y'all had a wedding at 3 Acres yet?
Yeah, we've had 2, and then we have another one coming up. We have 2 more coming up in November. We're kind of just getting our toes in the water with the wedding industry, and our place is definitely for like the DIY, chillax bride, because there's a lot of opportunity out there to just do what you want. But if you're looking for, someone to come in and walk you through the process and plan it all for you and give you, all these options, that's not me right now.
Yeah.
But you can definitely, get a wedding planner and come out, and we're very flexible and open to whatever you want to do. So if you're looking for a rustic outdoor style wedding,
need space for guests.
Oh yeah, we've got
it.
plenty of space and plenty of opportunity, and we have a stage there, so there's a lot to be done out there. We just haven't put a lot of focus into weddings yet.
How long have you and Travis been married?
We are celebrating 10 years. You know what? It's like in 2 weeks.
We need a vow renewal
10 years
at 3 Acres.
Right. Oh, it's okay.
We need a vow renewal at 3 Acres for you guys.
That
10
would be
years.
fun. That would be fun. I might want to go to one of the other places y'all work with, only because 3 Acres for me and for him is work. So, like, if we're there, celebrating all the work we've put into our marriage, I'd like to be relaxed. Because if I'm on that stage,
like looking over there, what's going on in the
I'm
bathrooms?
like, who left the trash over there? Like, close the bathroom door.
That's fair.
Yeah. Doesn't Butler's Courtyard do a 10-year vow renewal thing? Don't they, or like a 10-year wedding party thing?
Yeah, they just did one maybe 2 months ago. They had a thing where, like, hey, if you're celebrating 10 years, they had a really cool event.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to. 10 years, it's
a long time.
Whoa, yes. We've been here like 14. We're coming up on almost half of our lives together. It's really a weird thing to experience.
Yeah. 10 years ago, did you imagine yourself owning a food truck park, doing this?
No, absolutely not. I was nursing, I was working in the hospital and, working as a nurse. And so I didn't see myself stepping outside of the medical field at all. I'm just like, this is my life career. I'm going to be here forever. But
nurses work hard.
Yes, it's so
the hours trip me out.
So hard. Yeah, just the hours and the inability to have any flexibility with how you want to spend your time. Like, even if you're like, hey, I really would like to spend an extra 10 minutes teaching this patient about this new medication. Nope, sorry. You got to get your other patient to a procedure, and you've got to, you just can't really spend your time how you would like.
Right.
But with owning your own business, you get to, like, hey, I'm going to go meet this person for lunch because there's a good opportunity there. Go ahead. You can do what you want.
Yeah. What's cool about your business and 3 Acres is that you have, this is your baby, this is your business, but you also get to interact with other businesses, other entrepreneurs, food trucks, vendors.
For sure.
And it's like, y'all succeed, they succeed, y'all succeed together and grow.
Absolutely. And that's what I really, tell them. Because even to the point of, say there's an awesome festival in Houston, and there's a huge opportunity for them to really, put their name out there and to, introduce their business to the Houston market, but they're scheduled with me. And they're like, oh man, I'm like, hey, just, tell me about it. I'll find someone to fill your spot. You go. Like, I want you to just rise and shine, because as your food truck grows and, everyone finds out about you, when you come to 3 Acres, they're going to follow you here. So I'm like all about that, you do well, we do well, working together.
And that's kind of grown 3 Acres Food Truck. I mean,
Absolutely.
Park. That's
sure.
the difference. We've come up on what, a year and a half of knowing you or so.
Yeah.
We met you last May, last April, something like that.
Yeah.
And we've just always hear so much positive things about 3 Acres Food Truck Park.
That's great.
Something cool. Smoke and D's Barbecue Fusion, that was the first opportunity we had. It was whenever at 3 Acres, and Joe Perez was there and did a feature on the park, but also them, and they had already been on, I think it was it
Fire Food. Mm-hmm.
And now, have you seen the news? They broke some news the other day.
I was just thinking about him. Yes, yeah.
They're opening up a brick and mortar in Alvin.
Yeah, that's I love that. That is so. I mean, same thing with Nachos. He started out at our park a lot the first year of his food truck, and he grew so much. Like, he's got a restaurant in Pearland.
Mm-hmm. And it's doing really, really well. I saw the other day, speaking of Chris and Nachos, right? They went live on Facebook for one of their employees' birthdays.
Yeah.
Awesome. And was like, we just wanted to say happy birthday to one of our employees. And I was like, who does that? Like, you don't see that very often.
Well, that's behind the scene, and that really kind of shows off the family, the mentality they have there.
They got him a birthday present, and it was a T-shirt for Nachos with his name on it.
Oh,
and he
that's
was just
cool.
like, this is one of the greatest gifts I've ever had. And it was one of those cool moments where I was like,
gosh.
If you're a business owner, this is how you treat your employees.
Absolutely.
I've been wearing my Nacho shirt, so it looks like the Astros colors, but it just says Nachos.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love this shirt. Yeah. I wish that it had like at Nachos on the back or something, because people are just like, and I think I mentioned this to you, like this guy must really like Nacho.
I know, right? You need to give him some feedback on that. Like, hey, put your
that's the worst thing to take into the gym is
that's
Nacho.
What I've been wearing. Like I've worn it to the gym, like working out. I was like, I feel good. It's shirts are different. It's like, man, this is a high quality shirt. Yeah. It's just nice, and it feels good to move around and stretch and stuff.
Right.
But if you're sitting there working out and then you look over and some guy has a shirt on about nachos, you're like,
I'm doing
done.
Jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Let's go get some nachos from Nachos.
Well, hey, you feel like you burned your calories, and let's go bulk up a little bit.
I earned my nachos.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the reward.
Yep.
The taco at the end of the
tunnel.
tunnel.
Whatever gets you through, right?
Mm-hmm. Whenever it comes to fitness and food, and especially you being around so much amazing food, do you have time to like work out?
Oh, yeah. Oh man, working out, like, it's so up and down and everything, right? So I started it. My husband's a personal trainer, like, so I have a huge accountability there, mostly because he's in the gym. Y'all know what the women in the gym look like, right? They're just like on point. And so I'm like, oh no, my husband is surrounded by all these gorgeous women working out around him all day long. So that was some good motivation. So I started working out like in April of this year, March, April. And it did so much for me mentally. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is helping my stress so much. And over the summer with the kids at home, it kind of plateaued a little bit, / hardly in the gym at all. But now that we're back to school, guess who's back in the gym?
Awesome. Yeah, get some more time.
Yes.
Do y'all ever do any kind of like yoga at 3 Acres or
we want to. We have partnered with a local gym, and we've done classes, like CrossFit classes out there. We did that, I want to say maybe 2 years ago, and it was a lot of fun, but us and that gym were both still so very new that we were like, oh man, we need to, refocus on drawing a bigger crowd and getting more people out here. So we took a break for a little bit, but that is something exercise classes, Travis and I, with him being a personal trainer, we've talked about so many times, and we just really need to, pull the trigger on it and plan some dates.
Kurt, that kind of could have the vibe of your Go Nuts for Donuts, which I'll let you tell that story, how you did that. But y'all could do something cool like that. It's like, hey, come do like a little workout, and then let's pig out. Pig out. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, good job there. Workout, pig out. I love it.
What was your...
So it was Go Nuts for Donuts. Me and my buddy Jimmy, it was the summer when I was a school teacher, between schools, when I was transitioning to Chavez, I had the summer off. And so we would wake up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. We would go for a run. We'd run about a mile or so, and then we'd go to eat donuts. And so we were like, man, it'd be so awesome if we started a group, at the apartment complex and said, Go Nuts for Donuts. And it would be a running club. We would go run, and then we would go sit around and eat donuts.
I love that.
Yeah, and then just like, hey, you burned some calories, and
Right.
then reward yourself. You earned it. Yeah,
Right, and
that'd be fun.
it's the community aspect of it. It's that accountability and working out with other people. It makes you so much more motivated. Like, oh, if I don't show up today, they're going to be really, everyone's going to know. Everyone in my group's going to be like, what the heck?
Where are you
Why
at?
aren't you there? Yes.
We missed you.
So that does a lot. Yeah.
Send in like threatening pictures and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
No donuts for you.
It's all about it. I feel like accountability is probably the most important thing whenever it comes to working out. Like if you
for
have
sure.
somebody that's going to help you or motivate you, be like, hey, you coming? Yeah, I guess I'll go if you're going,
Yeah. Yeah.
Your husband being a personal trainer, I guess is that kind of what he shares, the same mentality too? Or
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Like he does, and he's also big on food accountability. Talking about food, like, okay, we're gonna start a journal. We're gonna write everything down. So he
Wow.
doesn't necessarily start with like cut this out, cut that out. It's just write it down. Whatever you're eating.
Is
write
your
it
journal
down.
like brisket Macdilla, Rolling Republic, baked potato, barbecue
Yeah.
styley?
Yeah, the good thing for us, we eat pretty clean and healthy at home, so it's just on the weekends that we kind of indulge, and so it's not so bad. And a lot of the food trucks are now offering cleaner, a little bit healthier keto options. So that's another thing. As the community around us asks for those things, they are able to give it to them. Many of them would have liked to have done that, maybe even before the demand was there, but food waste and stuff like that, you have to kind of wait. But now that more people are looking into healthy food and wanting to make those changes, the food trucks are also providing those options.
We're speaking to Barbara from 3 Acres Food Truck Park. Right now it is 10:25. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. If you're not following us on Facebook, make sure you go do that. It's at KHEA Radio. Barbara, how can somebody find 3 Acres Food Truck Park on Facebook or social media?
Yeah, so just 3 acres. I think as long as you can even, honestly, I did this the other day. I typed in food truck and we still popped up on Facebook. So also on Google, if you just type in 3 Acres Food Truck Park, our Facebook is going to be on there first, and our Instagram, our website. Any of those, if you go to one, it's going to link you to the others. And those are all great places to see what we have coming up as far as our events, what band is going to be playing, what food trucks we're going to have out there. And if you can't find it through those, just hit me up with a message. Or my cell phone is on Google too. So send me a text and say, hey.
One of the things I always will remember about Barbara, one of the first encounters that we had with 3 Acres, is we were live at 3 Acres Food Truck Park, right?
Yeah.
And I kept calling it apparently just 3 Acres Food Truck
Yeah.
on the live. And she walks over, yeah, we're 3 Acres Food Truck Park, Kurt. Park.
Yeah,
And I
I
was
heard
like-
you do it like 4 times. I'm like, well, let's go.
And so it's Food Truck Park, people.
Yes.
Food Truck Park.
Yes.
Kurt has a way with the English language. Sometimes it happens to all of us. So y'all have really grown on Facebook. Y'all have had like a huge response. And what are y'all up to now? Do you know off
Yeah.
the top of your head?
We're getting close to 14,000.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I think 13.7 or something. Yeah, so
Man,
we're
we
getting
got-
close. I was just telling Kurt, I'm like, that. I love Facebook. We put everything on there, but I'm also wanting to get Instagram going and get our Instagram game strong, and that's way harder. It's a whole different beast. I kind of have figured out a few techniques with Facebook, but as soon as you think you figure something out on Instagram, it all changes, and you have to refigure. I mean, they have like social media conferences and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I need to go to one of those.
Yeah, they have, and you think about it, like these companies that have rockin' Instagrams, they have teams. Like there's an Instagram team,
Yeah, they do.
a
You're
Facebook team,
right.
and so as somebody who owns like a business,
Right.
it's not easy all the time.
No, not at all. And, you might put something up there on Facebook and then you're like, okay, I got to go. I don't have time to. Because, of course, on Instagram, the biggest thing is you got to sit there and hashtag so people can find it. And you're like, oh, I don't have another 5 or 10 minutes to hashtag this picture.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, if you put effort into it, you're going to see results. But,
We
have
like
to
instant
choose.
results. Everybody does.
I know, right?
Like working out.
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
worked out. Like what's wrong? My arm, like it looks
Yeah.
the exact same.
Gardy,
Yeah.
there is something instant that happens when you eat mac and cheese. It instantly feels good.
Yeah.
nice.
That's,
See?
triggers
yeah, that
something in
rush,
your brain.
That brain rush.
See?
You're right. It really does.
Mac and
Yeah.
cheese might be the only thing that's instant.
It's the only thing that brings you joy anymore.
It does.
Wow.
I'm
Every
only,
time.
I'm only happy when I have food.
Consistent.
It's
Yeah.
consistently there for you. We've talked about that with Dr. Chapa, how, like eating food and doing certain things, it triggers stuff in
Yes.
your brain,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All that dopamine and all those good happy hormones. Absolutely. So we're lucky that we get to, have that aspect in our park that really helps to draw people. We're trying to build our live music thing up, and that's a little bit harder. It just doesn't have the same draw as a good, food picture will.
Yeah.
It just doesn't grab people quite as quickly or easily.
Finding
But-
the right people to do that too
Yeah.
is hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And partnering with the right musicians and finding,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, you have to cater to your community and your crowd. And so, what kind of music does our community like and what brings them out and what, it's trying new things all the
Right.
time, constantly.
Like 3 Acres Mac Attack taking place tomorrow.
Absolutely. Brand new. Never tried it. It's a social experiment. We're going to see if it's if it works, if people like it. If you like it, come out.
Yeah.
And try a mac and cheese dish from one of the food trucks.
I think next, what would be another safe bet? A lot of people are fans of bacon. If you had people incorporate bacon into a dish,
Yes.
that would
I
be a
like
lot of
that.
fun. And I
And
just
you
like
could
need
have
it.
that for
that.
dessert too, because you could have chocolate covered bacon.
Yeah, there are some bacon, yes, like caramelized bacon cupcake or something. Yeah, there are some bacon desserts. Yeah.
Ooh, caramelized bacon.
Bacon, 3 Acres.
You could have-
I'll have to roll with this.
You
for a
could
little
have
bit.
you could have pets because there's bacon bits.
See, this is how I spend most of my midweek time. Is
like-
exactly like this. You
Bacon
start,
and like-
yes, me and Travis sit there and we just start making notes and we just start, kind of going back and forth. Like when we did our Christmas market, we're like, what are we going to call this Christmas market? It needs to be something unique, something that grabs people's attention. And so we came up with a Southern Fried Christmas market and we put it out there, and it was a great success. And we made sure, for our food trucks, we're like, look, we're looking at Southern food,
Yeah.
just flex your Southern muscle skills. And they came out with some really good food options, and we had a lot of fun. So it's that midweek time to really open and be creative and put that time and effort, like we said.
Are you bringing the Southern Fried Market back?
Yeah, that'll be a Small Business Saturday, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We're going to do our Christmas market.
Kurt is so proud of himself. What do you got?
Bacon. But it's BAKIN BACON.
Okay, I like
Bacon,
that.
bacon.
Bacon.
Because that was the thing, like bacon.
Oh, yeah. Was that
Remember?
the dog treats?
Yeah, I think so. So now it's good. That's
It's good. That's what we call like a contender, right? So you can put it on the list.
Gardy's
I don't want.
Gardy's like, Kurt came up with it, so it stinks.
No, I think of a dog treat. I don't want to if I'm going to something, it's called
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking bacon. If you're baking something like baked bacon, maybe it's good. I've never had it, but I want fried bacon. I want to put it in the pan and fry it.
Yeah.
There's certain things, and it doesn't draw me
Exactly.
to it's
Exactly.
dog
But if you
treats
saw
and
bacon-
baked food, and bacon just, for me. It's
And
a
how
contender. I like that.
right,
It's
and
a
how you
contender.
name stuff makes all the difference. It really does.
Mac Attack.
Mac Attack
Right.
is great.
I'm picturing a superhero. That
Yeah.
could have been the logo.
Yeah,
If you do this again
yeah.
next year, it's
Oh,
See,
yeah.
the first thing that came to my mind with bacon was aching for bacon. I want bacon. But I didn't know, I wasn't going to throw out any contenders, but if you're going to bring in bacon, then I feel like aching for bacon isn't bad.
it's a contender.
It's a contender.
It makes me hurt on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm aching today.
Now do this for about 3 more hours, and you'll have your winner. Yeah. Mhm.
A
How
lot
the
of
process
ideas get
works.
thrown around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, aching bacon makes me hurt, and I'm hurting already today. So it's just
Tell Barbara what happened to you last night.
I think I got food poisoning.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
He didn't throw up. He didn't get sick, but he had a tummy
I
trouble.
was
Yeah.
hurting and just a lot of
those
pressure.
Really aches and stuff.
Yeah, and so I called the girlfriend and I said, "What do I do?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "You should do some apple cider vinegar with some water."
Yeah.
So I did.
How much did you do?
Just a little swig.
Did you take a shot? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you're supposed to take a cap and mix it in some water. How much did you do?
yeah, just
That-
a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, not a whole lot, but
Hey, have y'all been to Natural Living? You know about Natural Living, right? Okay. They have some apple cider vinegar concoction there that you can buy. It's in a little jar. And that stuff is legit. It's got cayenne in it, jalapenos, garlic. It has all of these superfoods mixed up, and it has sat and fermented and really gotten all the flavors in there. Anyway, you have that bad boy in your cupboard, and if anything goes wrong, you take a shot of that, and you are just right. It puts you right back, just
Yeah.
back in order.
Has Natural Living been out to you guys with their co-op?
Not yet. They do. They have so much good traffic right there in their spot. I love natural living, though. I need to find a way. My latest way of thinking of partnering with them, two of their, I don't know what you would call them, two of their workers who run the shop are also artists. Like one of them is she does fire hula hoops. Like I'm sure it has a really cool name. And the other one is an aerial artist. Like he crawls up like silk garments and slides down. So I was like, as soon as I found that out, I'm like, oh, hey, we can totally do something at the park with this.
With you.
And so, right,
like, I
exactly.
can do this. Let me
Oh,
hula
no,
hoop
not me. I'll brainstorm the event
Yeah.
that features these really awesome artists. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to use you guys, and we're going to do some sort of fun street performer, circus.
That's cool.
Event.
Circus theme would be awesome.
Circus thing, yes. Yeah, so that's in there.
Cirque du Soleil, 3 acres style. Cirque du Soleil, isn't that a thing?
It's
Yeah.
Circus Soleil, I think is how they say it.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but that's another one. You write it down and you start working on it, and then you find the right people to join you, and boom, you got it.
Just Kurt on a tricycle dressed as a clown, like that's necessary.
Maybe in the hot dog suit.
Oh, that would be awesome. I
Yeah.
would be an attraction.
Yeah.
Yes,
you would attract some
something.
attention. Yes.
Man, so what other theme nights could there be? So, Mac Attack taking place tomorrow at 3 Acres Food Truck Park. If you want to learn more, just Google search 3 Acres Food Truck Park, search them on Facebook, hit the thumbs up, the like button, and then you can go at 10 tomorrow night. We already threw out the idea for bacon.
Yeah.
Any other ideas you think of, Kurt?
And we're totally
Bacon.
open to all different. I tell people all the time, I'm like, hey, if y'all have got a good idea, the one that I don't want to say harassed. That's a negative word. But the one that has been pursued very vigorously by some of our people is a guys' night. And I'm like, okay, we'll do a guys' night, but I need to plan it. I'm just not as motivated to do it, I guess because I'm a female. But we have some of our, people who come out there, they're like, when's guys' night? You have ladies' night. You're discriminating. What the heck? And so, the other day, Travis was like, we really need to do a guys' night. And so that's one that I need to work on.
We didn't want to say it. Glad you did.
I mean, ladies' night's easy, right? I get some boutiques and I get, I know how to do the ladies thing. Guys' night, I'm like, what are we going to do?
Axe throwing.
Axe throwing.
You get Axe Masters Texas out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have
that's
a mobile.
good idea.
They have a mobile unit. They
Have some
do that.
gyms, some
Yeah.
souped up cars,
Y'all have great ideas.
athletes.
See, that's what I just need to talk to a bunch of guys and I'll figure it out.
Kurt signing autographs.
Yeah.
What does the guy really want?
Burgers, like
Steak.
cheeseburgers, steaks.
Steak night.
Yeah.
Steak night.
Steak night is fun.
Men's night, steak night.
Yeah,
Let's
the
go.
way to a man's heart is through his stomach,
Through a
right?
steak.
Through a steak.
Specifically a steak.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you discriminating?
I needed to do it. I'm going to do it in the fall, probably early November,
Oh, you
before
could have
hunting season.
Football themed.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to get one of those big screens out there and maybe, stream
Watch
one
a
of the
Football
games.
game. Like
On a Saturday night, so then there's like a college football game on.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
no, y'all can't have Saturday night. Y'all have to have Thursday. Saturday's
Thursday
like
football?
our everybody. Well, no, I'm just saying the guys have to have Thursday. I'm not giving y'all Saturday night.
Well, there is Thursday night football now. In the
Yeah,
NFL,
you just got to
so
look into
we're-
what it would cost or what if you could
exactly
stream it.
all the copyright stuff. Like we want to do a movie night out there, like get a big screen and do a movie, kind of like the Dyke does.
Die Hard.
But you have to pull copyright paperwork. And you have
Right.
to do this and that. And it's kind of
You got to get
expensive.
the cable out there.
We'll just give you like all the footage we've ever filmed before
Yeah.
in a movie and be like, you can totally use
Feature
it.
it.
There's no copyright infringement.
Oh, you could do
Yeah.
a Kickstart night and then just show Kickstart on the screen.
I'm sure people would just love that on a Saturday night.
I mean,
Come
there's-
enjoy
there's
some Curt and Gardy.
Thousands of people that tune in every morning and millions over the TV station who tune in. Why not? Let's go.
We have hours and hours of footage. We've been doing this for like longer than I ever thought we would.
KHEA night.
It's like I'll ask you the same question. Like 10 years ago, did you see yourself, hanging out with Curt all the time?
No, I
Like,
thought it wouldn't last
filming all
1
of your-
month.
I thought it wasn't going to last a month.
Yeah.
Funny.
Gardy and I were after the first month, and this was before we went on Facebook. We were like, well,
This will never work.
So when will Pastor pull the
Hey,
plug on this and be
Good
like,
job
not do it anymore?
being persistent and like sticking in there.
It
'cause
wasn't
that
our
is-
decision.
That is so
It's like,
funny.
you guys will have to do this. Keep
Yeah.
working on it.
right.
Keep
You need that
talking.
encouragement, right? That's so many new businesses. You just need a little encouragement, like. That helps when people tell us you're doing a good job. Keep going. You know, better days are coming. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, we get a lot of good feedback. We do get some bad, negative feedback. But I mean, who enjoys like hearing that stuff? But it's necessary at times.
I know.
Wait,
it
we've got
is.
negative feedback? They
Yeah.
never tell me the negative feedback because they know I will flip out about it.
Yeah, he'd go berserk.
You should see Travis when he reads a 1-star review. It's very entertaining. I need
that.
to record it next time because he's just
Oh,
woo.
And then
that
you
would
put
be
that
the
out.
commercial. Be
Yeah.
like, don't leave 1-star
I
commercials.
shouldn't say it because now people are going to want to do it just to like incite a reaction.
Leave a 5-star.
Yes, please be nice.
Yeah.
We're starting this new campaign. It's called KHEA Radio. It's easy.
Yeah.
Where we're like, you go and film at the gas station and you're trying to pump gas and you have to go through all the menus and
Yeah.
whatnot, which is really hard for someone with an 83 IQ. But it at the end, it's going to be like KHEA. It's easier than filling up your
Pumping
car
gas.
with gas.
Yeah.
And then
I like
like
that.
encouraging them to download the app, which is free.
Right.
So that it's fun. We filmed one yesterday, but not the gas one.
I was gonna say I just saw a bit with y'all at the gas station buying Bang energy drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all literally were at the gas station filming.
Oh, yeah, that was our workout.
I'm like,
Sammy
who
Grace
does that? Yeah.
We did. When you have a camera that's like really small, and phones, it's so
Yeah.
easy. It's just like, oh, I may use this later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just go ahead and do it. It's just having the confidence to not worry about people looking at you, filming yourself, buying a Bang.
Oh no, we
energy
look
drink.
around.
All right.
Look around,
Now's
okay,
a good
no one's
time.
looking. All right,
Yeah.
Kurt, block off anybody else, and then just asking like, hey Sam, at the gas station, text go
Yeah.
right down the street. Can I
Yeah.
film you or just?
I think I've lost like any kind of like I care what
Dignity?
people think.
Inhibition. Yeah. Yeah.
I care what people think. I show up in whatever I want to wear.
You have to. Yeah, you have to. That thick skin, not caring. Yeah, that's all really good and important.
Late at night, I cry myself to sleep. I'm like, why did this happen?
Yeah. Man. So right now it's 10:40. Let's take a quick break on the FM. We're going to keep it going on Facebook and Channel 46. If you haven't checked us out on social media yet, just search KHEA Radio on anything. You can stream our podcast on iTunes, Spotify. You can listen to us everywhere. And we're trying. If there's a place that we're not yet, let us know where it is because we want to get there. And all we need is a suggestion. We'll figure it out. It's KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Oh, that was a Joe Perez spot. Look no further than Texas Chronicles.
I have a
History,
suggestion for you guys. Have
mystery,
y'all been to Mugshots yet in Santa Fe?
No, but we've heard about it. A lot of people have been telling us to
You
go.
have to
It's new, right?
go.
Brand
it's
new.
totally new. And Donna's the owner, and she's amazing. You're gonna love her because she's so funny. I love funny people with like senses of humor.
Yeah.
I love people who appreciate the art of comedy, and she's very funny, and I love her.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me send this text real quick. I'm gonna. Man, my throat's been bugging me. One thing I've learned about
It's
talking for hours every day is that you gotta tone it back. Well, yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
well,
Hydration.
see but you've done this for over a year and a half. I think it has to do with your fasting.
I'm intermittent fasting, and so ever since then, I don't know. That's what he thinks, but I don't know.
There's something where you're not putting something in your body, and so you have to make that adjustment.
Absolutely.
I have like a week after. On Monday will be my last week, and it had been a month. That was my goal.
Hey, there's somebody in your this was all about food trucks and trailers. It's not your group, but the guy's name is David Casper. I don't think I've ever met somebody in Texas with
Yeah, that is strange.
a Casper last
You got a
name.
food truck?
I don't know, but he liked it. So 17 minutes ago. Thank you guys. And hey, if you guys are watching, one of the things that we're doing is we are giving away a T-shirt and a free lunch to Benito's International Restaurant. And I'm only saying this because Facebook made a change probably about 2 months ago where they said like, hey, we want to take away from businesses that aren't, I guess, funding
Yeah.
Facebook,
You
right?
can't just say this on Facebook. They're gonna get mad. They're
I
listening,
want
Kurt.
the people
They're
to know
literally
this.
listening.
And so what we're trying to do is Gardy and I, we have not at this point paid Facebook any money.
But we're not opposed to it.
Ooh.
We're not opposed to it, right?
We sure have. Not a ton, but we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We
we're
just
trying to
increased
avoid that, right?
Yeah.
If
But we're
possible.
trying to encourage people to share. So
Right.
everything that you see that KHEA Radio does, if you're a top fan, if you like positivity, share. Because that allows us to get our information out there without having to use Facebook
Yeah,
and
right,
not
'cause once
giving in to the man.
Yeah, you mentioned your goal of growing to 50,000 followers, and once you get there, they're going to really shut you down. That's what happens. Yeah, they decrease your reach. They don't show your content to as many people. So in a way, it's kind of nice to have only 10 to be in the 10,000 range, because your reach is a little bit better. Because I'll tell you, once you get up to 50, they make
Because they want you to
spend
pay.
money.
They figure like,
That's
oh,
right.
they're a big company. They can
That's
pay for
right.
this.
Yep, it's true.
It's crazy. So share it out as much as you possibly can. Like, it just helps us out a
Save
whole
money. That's right. Facebook has enough money.
Hey, we partnered with Ron Carter, and I know y'all have Jeep nights sometimes, like
We
Ron
sure
Carter
do.
League City,
Yeah.
and that would be like a cool relationship. Because we
Yeah.
were talking about having them come to our taco cook-off, but on those Jeep nights, that'd be really sweet if they had like a
Yeah.
vendor booth
Absolutely.
come in to show what they, or even like park some brand new Jeeps out there.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, because there's nothing like walking around a bunch of really awesome Jeeps like that
Makes you
want to
one
buy one.
real
Yes.
bad. And then
My-
it's like, you can do that right now.
I know, right? Yeah, you gotta jump on that impulse. My 5-year-old doesn't hardly know anything about cars, but he's like, when I'm 16, I can drive. I want a Jeep.
Are you serious?
Yes,
That's
because he
so
goes.
cool.
His reason is they've got that tire in the back, and if anything happens, I got my tire with me. And I'm like, that's
Genius.
actually kind of smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's already decided he wants a Jeep.
I'm driving around on a donut right now. I actually got a text that said, hey, your tire's on. There was like something up with my rim, but they fixed it. And I'm
Oh,
just glad I don't have to
nice.
buy a new one.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, but if I'd had a full. There's my son. What are you doing here? Hey. if I didn't have to. If I had a Jeep, I'd have a full-size one. But no, I'm
That's
riding around
right.
on a donut. And I was asking, Kurt was like, do you want to take my car? I was like, yeah, I don't know. I know you're supposed to only go like so many miles, but I've been driving
Yeah.
around it on like 2.5 days.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm okay.
Yes.
I'm okay.
Don't be that guy on the side of the road that causes a bunch of traffic because you didn't get your tires.
That's been Kurt
Well,
lately.
checked out. Come on, don't be that guy.
I got stranded on I-45.
Oh.
I caused a massive.
I am commuting now, so I have strong opinions on this kind of stuff.
I had.
El Lago.
People were driving by honking at me,
That's
and I was
right.
like, I can't do anything.
I was probably one of them.
What are you
Move
doing?
it. Yeah.
And I was like, I can't. The car won't move anywhere, and there's nowhere.
Bullshit.
And yeah, it was funny because there was like, there's a trooper who's trying to get to you, but he's stuck in traffic, probably because of you. And
Yeah.
I was like, it's not my fault.
I guess I can't, talk too much about it. I've got down to like 2 miles left in my tank for gas. You know how it counts down? I'm like, 2 miles. Uh-oh, I'm really pushing it. That would be my thing, I think, running out of gas.
Turn the AC off.
yeah.
Roll down the windows.
I've
like
done it
holding your
before.
breath. Like
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
fingers
Hurry.
crossed, toes crossed,
Yeah.
praying.
Yeah.
Hopes and dreams are your like the last fuel that
Yeah.
you need.
I pray every day I don't ever run out of gas.
Not
Like,
pushing the gas, but just like
Woo,
letting the
especially in
how it
August.
idles and just goes.
Yeah.
I ran out
Yeah.
of gas one time in my life, and I pray
Oh,
every day
way
that
more
that
than
never
that for
happens.
me.
And it was in the middle of winter. It's even worse than I think in the summer. You know,
Oh, absolutely
it
it
was
is.
in the middle of the winter. I was on the interstate. I had to walk probably about 3 miles uphill,
Both ways.
in a blizzard to get there.
Where were you
Yeah.
living?
I was in Nebraska. I was right next to York, Nebraska, and
Yeah.
there's like a major gas station there, and I had to walk to get there because I'm like, no one's gonna pick me up. It was
I was about to
literally
say, and you're guys, so they're not just like, hey, you need any help?
midnight
Which
at
happens
night.
to me. They'll be like, you need any help? I'm like, no, serial killer, get away.
Stranger.
I
yeah,
had to
stranger
call.
danger.
I think I had to call somebody and be like, hey, you live close to this town. Can you come pick me up and get gas to bring back? And
Yeah.
it was a mess. And I was still like on my way. Like I had like an hour and a half to go.
Oh,
It was
no.
terrible.
Yeah, that stinks. Kurt the other day was like, well, he was getting his car worked on, getting the AC fixed, which is good now. Which
Yeah.
is tough in summer, no
Yeah.
AC. He's like, hey, can you drop me, go get my car? I'm like, sure. He's like, it's in Alabama. I'm like, where?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, let's go now. So I
Let's
had
go-
to double
let's go
think
see
twice.
Dustin.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
right. Like, dang, dude.
all right,
Man,
man.
that friend, huh?
Yeah. We're
Liz.
friends, but we're
Oh,
not
it's when you-
family.
I know,
know?
right? Yeah, that's a family kind of thing. Yeah.
We are family. When you're here, you're family. KHEA Radio.
That's Olive Garden.
Brothers.
That's Olive Garden, Kurt.
Oh. And KHEA Radio.
When you're
Have they
family,
trademarked
Olive
it?
Garden and
Have they
KHEA
trademarked
Radio.
it?
Probably. There's
I
no
would
way they would use
imagine.
that.
Yeah.
Do y'all have anything that y'all have trademarked yet, or like a slogan
No.
where it's like 3 acres,
Not yet. Like
When
we've,
you're here, your family.
Mac
Yeah.
Attack? Yeah.
We've kind of tried that. We made a theme song. Like we just haven't put it out, but we have that.
Can you
sitting-
sing
Did
it?
Travis do it?
Travis
I
did
saw
it.
he
It's
played
really
at Bayshore
good.
with his
Yeah.
band the other day.
Yeah,
How was
yeah.
that?
Yeah, it was good. That's a really fun place. Bayshore
It
Grill.
is.
Never been there. The kids got to play pool. Like I got to have my kids with me. Like most gigs, you can't really take your kids.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the musicians like playing at 3 acres because they can bring their whole family and their kids could run around. But not a lot of places have that option. So we had a lot of fun there.
Yeah, Bayshore Grill, upstairs they have pool
That's
and
where
a
we
bunch
were.
of
Yeah.
other stuff, and they got a cool stage, and we've been to a lot of events there, but I enjoy the food and the atmosphere, and the
view is
owners
really
are great,
nice,
and everything
too.
is really cool.
Mhm. Yeah, you go on the patio and it's that beautiful. You can see the water. It's really nice.
So did he write the song?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he wrote it, and we recorded on the phone. And it just needs to be just like you guys. You're like, the audio's not good. Like, it needs to be, legit done. But I like it. It's cute. Also, one of our musicians, David Richardson, he plays at the park a lot. He has an English accent, but he's like Texas boy. It's the weirdest thing. So he plays at the park a lot, and he has one that he did that he sings every time he's out there, and it's a lot of fun too. So we
That's
have
cool.
that kind of thing. We need to marketing, like
Yeah.
it's always stuff that you need to develop and work on, and
Mm-hmm.
marketing.
Can we get a little taste of it? Just even a little bit?
Do you sing?
No, I do not sing at all, and I'm not doing that to myself publicly. Like
That's
I'll have to
perfect.
bring Travis on with me next time.
I got it. 3 acres food truck park where dreams come true. 3 acres food truck park. We got food trucks.
I can't
and
keep on
vendors,
tempo with you.
and
That was like you weren't staying on any tempo
Gardy's
there.
like,
Yeah, like I don't know what to do with this.
I was trying,
It was
but you were just
good.
like just moving all over the place.
y'all.
I think you even changed time signatures somehow. Like,
Yeah,
That's why
it was
I'm not
adjusting.
even
It was in
attempting
4/4, and then it went to 16/4, and then it was like 2/4 time.
okay.
I'm impressed you even know that. That's good. I don't know.
I was a music major for half a semester, and then I failed EO training. So yeah,
They kicked you out.
Never mind.
16/4 is not a time signature.
I know it's not. That's what I'm gonna say. You can have 60. Like, how do you have 16 beats in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's like 1, 2. Yeah, that's.
You'd have to be like Busta Rhymes to fit it all in.
It's the EDM version of.
He's not even
time
saying
signature.
words at some point. He's like.
Oh, I know. I was just jamming him the
He
other
knows
day,
what
and I'm
he's
like,
saying.
oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh,
What is
y'all,
he even saying?
Y'all, okay, this is a treat for people who are watching on Facebook or on channel. So
On channel.
on they
Channel 46.
updated here, I'll play some Skillet. But they updated I have the iOS 13.
Yeah.
When you listen to songs now, they have the karaoke version on the iTunes where it like gives you the words.
That's cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's very cool. Instagram kind of does that too. If you upload a song on your video, the lyrics will pop up. Yeah.
It's
Instagram
legit.
did do that. I do like
Yes,
that they have
yeah.
that option now.
I tagged one of our. I was at the gym the other day. We were talking about the gym, and I did a video of just the gym, and I tagged one of the food truck guys because he was talking about he wanted to get his body on point. So I'm like, you got to go to the gym. So I did the Nirvana song, "Come As You Are."
Oh,
you know?
I saw you post that. Yeah.
So I put that on there, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that's a great update because there's been some songs that I'm like, what are they saying?
Yeah.
And now I can sing along and I could just like hold that in my pocket and
Oh
I'm like
God! So now we get to all enjoy your sing along.
sing along karaoke any time of the day.
Thanks, Apple.
You did this to us.
And just
Yeah.
wait until I get the glasses that see what the phone sees. And then I could just be like, and everyone's be like, wow, you really know this song.
knows the
And
words
it's
to every
literally
song.
the
Yeah.
lyrics like in my pocket, you know.
I
But it's
want glasses like that. Do they have those?
I don't
I know Google Glasses came out for a while, and then they like
tried.
pulled them off the market because they were like,
Oh,
"This is too
no.
crazy."
People were probably trying to wear them while they were driving or something.
Yeah, because you could do that. Like for me, I would have worn them in school.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, hey Google, what's the answer to this? And then it could like literally scan because they
that
have
stuff is scary.
apps where you can scan math problems and.
See, the
kinds of
problem
stuff.
is it starts out and you're like, this. Oh, they're right. This is truth. They're giving me right information. And then they start putting in all the crazy,
Yeah.
like weird propaganda stuff. And you're like, Google might not be telling me the truth all the time. So that stuff always scares me.
So we got 10 seconds. We're going to go on the FM, remind everybody about 3 Acres Mac Attack. Taking place tomorrow. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
It's 10:53 a.m. on a Friday, which means you need to get your plans in order for the weekend. There's a couple things that you can do, and we have the perfect opportunity for you to learn about.
Yeah, you can check out 3 Acres Food Truck Park if you're interested in finding something to do. It's every Friday and Saturday.
That's right.
And they're our guest right now. So, Barbara, kind of tell us again, how can people learn about what's going on? Because you have different events all the time.
All the time. We do new stuff all the time. So if you Google us, 3 Acres Food Truck Park, or look us up on Facebook, even Instagram, you'll find what we do live music every weekend. So you'll figure out which musician we're going to have out there, what type of events going on. For example, as we said, this Saturday's Mac Attack, but next weekend we're going to have coming up in the next 2 weeks, we have the petting zoo, Jim's Jungle is coming out at the end of the month, and then we have a car show on the last Saturday of every month. It's not really a car show, it's a cruise-in where people come and just hang out and have a good time. We do that at the end of every month. So it's always something different. So if you want to, figure out what's going on, that's the best way. And also, we have different trucks every time we're open. So if you want to see which food trucks are going to be out there, just check us out on, Facebook or Instagram or even on our website, and you can see what's going on.
Awesome.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
We also have Bark in the Park. So dogs are always welcome, but every once in a while we have a special event just for them, for our little furry friends. I mentioned earlier we got a puppy 2 weeks ago, so we're passionate about the dogs. So we have a Bark in the Park event where everyone brings their dog, and we have a low-cost clinic there with a vet. And we also have dog vendors, and so it's a lot of fun.
We did a Shine on Lamarck the other day about this place. Was it Prita Animal Nation?
That's where I went. That's where I took Millie.
Really?
Yes, and they were so cool. Yeah, they were very nice, and just it was quick in and out. I loved it. We had a good time.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of good things, and they've been there because I think they used to be associated, or she was a part of the Animal Alliance, which we've heard a lot of good things about as well. And then she came out of there. So there's a couple of options in Lamarck where it's more it's affordable, and that's important.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. And I found her through my sister, who just got a dog a couple months ago, and she's like, "You need to go here because she used to be with the Animal Alliance, and so she's very affordable."
Yeah,
and just super knowledgeable, and
they
so
offer
we had a really good experience.
Different things too, like surgeries that maybe they weren't able to offer there, but the facility now there's different things they can do.
I saw scanning equipment, like X-ray, and stuff like that, because those pups, man, they'll really get into some trouble.
Yeah.
You got to watch them like it's a little baby, at least at first. We're going to get some obedience training going. But at first, you just have to keep your eyes on them constantly.
Yeah. And you have a family. You have the boys. Are they going to be a big help?
Oh, yeah.
You think with the dog, are they going to be forced to?
I'm having to train them, too. They're trying, but they're being bad influences in a lot of ways. No, we're not supposed to play those games because then she wants to bite you, we can't do that. Or my little one keeps wanting to pick her up all the time. I'm like, no, let her be on the ground. And it's a lot to get everyone figured out what you're supposed to be doing.
So 5 o'clock tomorrow night, Mac Attack.
That's right. Yep. If you want to come out tonight, we have Brittany Doyle. She's a really good musician. She's local to Galveston. She plays all over. So we have live music tonight. Rollin' Republic will be out tonight. BG's Drive-In Grill, they're local, and they make some really good boudin balls. So we'll be there tonight, and then tomorrow's Mac Attack. And we'll also have live music tomorrow, too.
Awesome. And the other thing that I want to bring up before we close up this show, we got about 2 more minutes of Kickstart here, is there is a blood drive going on today at Clearview High School from 10 to 2:30. It's taking place in the Education Center or the gym. All donors will receive a coupon for a free pint of Bluebell ice cream. So, again, from 10 till 2:30 today, head on over to Clearview High School, give some blood, be a hero, and help out for the Gulf Coast Regional Blood Center.
So you give a pint and you get a pint.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Does it say that on there?
No, it doesn't, but it should.
Yeah.
Give a pint, get a pint.
Give me
I
a
like
call.
that.
I'm full of these things.
Marketing genius.
And then if you're still watching and you haven't liked, shared, and commented on this video, you still have a chance to win a free lunch from Benito's International Restaurant and then get some T-shirts as well.
Hey, I have to apologize. So I see Ian Morrison is watching, and he was like, guys, it's Ian. He's watching and listening from the UK, and so I just wanted to apologize because we've been saying his name wrong.
Oh,
That's Ian?
It's Ian because it's an uppercase I. But he said he's full of curry. So thank you for hanging out. Maybe you're watching from the UK. Maybe you're watching from Lamarck.
yeah.
And maybe somewhere in between. But we appreciate you. And feel free to check out 3 Acres Food Truck Park. Have an awesome, blessed weekend. It's been a good day, and we still have a full one so far. But do something positive this week.
Coming up next on Channel 46.2 is our commercial for Benito's International Restaurant.
This is Gardy with KHEA Radio. I'm in Lamarck, Texas at Benito's. This has been a staple in Lamarck for over 50 years. Let's go take a look at some of the Mexican food and everything they have inside.
Cause you will shine on.
This is William Andino from Benito's Mexican Restaurant, and this is for the Shine on Lamarck. Benito's is the first Mexican restaurant that was based here in 1968. It was opened by Andy Hernandez, and my mom worked for him for so many years, and my mom decided to buy it in 1992.
40 years trabajando, award, everything el 81 years.
We always believed in Lamarck, and I went to Lamarck High School. I went to Lamarck since I was little. And I think Lamarck can be something great for everybody who wants to open a business in Lamarck. We've been here almost 50 years, and we're still going. We make 500 enchiladas a day.
Beef enchiladas, chicken enchiladas, fajitas enchiladas.
Oh man, the best enchiladas in the world, man. If you want to try the best enchiladas, you need to come to Benito's. Everything is amazing. My mom makes everything from the heart.
Everything. Good.
We have carne guisada, burritos, amazing burritos. We have fajitas, we have beef enchiladas, chicken enchiladas, quesadillas, nachos locos. The best amazing nacho locos you can have. It's the best amazing enchiladas. The gravy that you get in your enchiladas is amazing. You'll be coming back to Benito's.